Yep.
Ooh,
Yippee! It's good fun.
I cannot unsee it now.
No, I know. It's very. You really look like you're telling people that we're starting soon.
Just like I can only count to 4.
Yeah, I can only count to 4. Yeah, that was a funny song.
That it just the original's completely ruined. I've listened to it once,
Yeah.
and the original is ruined. It came on the other day, and I was like,
Oh,
no, can't listen to it anymore.
can't listen to it anymore.
I can't listen to it anymore.
Yeah.
Me and my sister have that with Shape of You by Ed Sheeran. We listened to Google Translate's version, which is I Like Shapes.
Yes.
And that's all we sing now is that version.
Yeah.
Google Translate sings is so good.
Yeah, that was all definitely all August's fault.
Yeah.
You may blame Snuff. Hi guys.
The bot's working.
The bot's working.
The bot's working. It
Yes.
did the announcement straight away.
Sure did.
Yay!
It's Nara. Hello, Nara.
No.
We won't die.
Speak for
We will
yourself.
try not to die.
6 now. There's absolutely nothing that can go through.
Like when you said we won't die, all I can picture is just the John Cena meme. Are you sure about that?
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Yeah.
Are you sure
Or just
about
like
that?
a very
Okay.
brief clip of what happens in the future.
I need to do a thing. Here we go.
Save the game.
Save the
We
game.
need to save right now.
Yeah.
Right before we die.
Oh.
Hey, it's Smurf. Celebrate good times. Welcome in. The Smurftacular Smurf. So yeah, a little bit later today because I was awake till almost 5 this morning. Very gross.
Yikes.
Mm,
And everyone else was going to be late anyway, so.
true.
True.
Goblins so late they haven't even arrived. Yeah. Let's all wish Goblin a happy birthday and a happy. Please recover from your hangover.
Yes. Yes. We love.
You thought I said I woke up at 5? No, I went to bed at 5. I woke up at 11:30. Yeah. Sometimes working hospitality sucks.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
Woohoo.
I just realized you can't see chat because my big fat Muppet head is in the way, so yeah. And Requin is saying starting soon.
I think soon. Yep.
Requin's in charge.
Yep, definitely. Very, very characteristically. Yep.
That's fine, Smurf. You lurk away. You do all the lurking possible. Be the most lurked.
Yeah.
Get lurked, Goblin. Get lurked. Smurf's gonna lurk all around and send you a happy birthday message while lurking and making phone calls. I'm sure Goblin will probably lurk at some stage.
Probably. Yeah.
Nice. So today we have Requin, Ali, and Eska. Listen, those of you in chat, and those of you who are little PNG tubers here, I will let you vote. I don't know if I've got a mod in chat, so I might have to do this myself, which will be much, much slower.
The angry wolf is sleeping.
The angry wolf is sleeping. How to poll? I've forgotten. Manage poll. It's the same poll. New poll. Actually, hold on? Is there a way you can do poll? You can do a poll where people earn points if they win, right? So if I review results here from the last poll, people said I would say it.
Oh, yeah.
No! Do a... It's not a poll, it's the other thing.
Yeah. The other thing.
Hang on.
It's the other thing.
The other thing.
How specific of you.
Prediction! I asked Smex, she's a mod for like everyone, so...
Oh god, where do I find the predictions now?
I don't know.
What? Yep.
No.
Not Ghast, it's the actual streamer doesn't know.
You type /prediction, I asked her again.
Oh, okay, so I don't know. Yeah, it's not on my quick actions. That's fine. I can do a thing. Let's do a prediction, and then someone might win some points.
You gonna screw my name up again?
Am I going to? That's true. That is true. Set up a prediction. Okay, open a setup menu to create and manage a prediction. Sure. I would love to do that thing. Manage prediction. Start a prediction. Will Dungeon Master say Ghast when he means Esker this stream?
Is this just a running joke to get you to do it properly?
Yes. Yeah, it sure is.
It's a good reminder.
Yes or no? Let's give you the first 30 minutes of stream.
Yeah. That seems pretty fair.
Yeah. Why can't I start this prediction? What have I done wrong?
Maybe it's the universe telling you that
Possibly.
you shouldn't be unsure of yourself. You can do whatever you set your mind to.
Mm. "25 characters or less." Okay, thank you.
Luke, now that you said that, I'm just rereading your sentence and trying to make sense of it. The grammar, yeah. English is weird.
Okay. That should be live. Congratulations. Did your phone switch those words? The grammar is terrible.
Yes, he is a Muppet. No, he's a professional.
Yeah, 1K on Muppet.
1K on Muppet. Just straight up. Dear Lord. The faith you have in me is absolutely overwhelming.
If you wanted overwhelming faith, I could have dumped 16K, but that's alright.
I'll
That's
16K
right.
you in a minute.
Go on, you won't.
Lord.
Um,
Yeah, I'm
he's
not
a
allowed to.
professional.
Yeah, I'm not allowed to spend channel points. Court order.
Court order.
Yep. Court order.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Well, now that that's set up, let's. I think we go. I think we start. Are we ready to start playing? Are we ready to? Are we ready to join
ready
the
to go.
caravan?
We are ready.
We're
Yeah.
gonna play some Dungeons and Dragons this afternoon, and I'm a little PNG guy over here because I was too tired to muck around with my naughty VTuber who will not VTube. So
It's okay.
yeah, you're okay. From this point on, I need to say Eska.
You do.
Listen here, Eska. Stop esking.
Listen here, you little whippersnapper.
Little whippersnapper. Oh gosh. Okay, so yeah, we do have the Darklands campaign, which is been going for a little while now. This is actually going pretty well, and it's the Darklands, the Dreamhunter arc we are playing at the moment. Stop esky. Yeah. Luke. Eska with and Esky playing Esper control. Yeah.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, so we are playing a Mourning for Mourning. This is the next episode. We have some new fun people to meet. It's going to be very good. And we're going to go on an adventure. We are... Last time, we did head to a rest stop before the mountain passes. And these lovely three, actually, are returning from last adventure. Because last adventure, there was suspicion that the dark force that had been plaguing you had actually come from a nearby ancient undead temple where you met an extremely powerful and definitely not old and decrepit lich. And Jack did the most damage.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. And Ali totally didn't get drunk.
Ali...
Being poisoned.
Drunk, poison, same.
Ali
Same
is...
thing.
She got smarter. So
Yeah.
she
Yeah.
Ali, so how is it being addicted to scorpion venom now?
Great.
I'm sorry, I gotta quit that.
Oh Lord. Yeah, everyone keep the scorpions out of reach of Ali. No more scorpion stings.
Yeah, like Esky will get up, wake up, rub his eyes in the middle of the night, and be like, "Allie, not again."
Not again.
Oh God. I love how there's just this like increasing dynamic of Eska being passive aggressive towards Ali, and I don't know where this energy is coming from.
Yeah.
He's passive aggressive to everyone. That's kind of meant to be the vibe.
Oh, copy that.
Yeah, the greatest of friends, these three. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay. We'll go over to the camera. We'll start our campaign.
I can finally speaking.
100%.
Starting soon.
Yeah, you stop saying starting soon. Definitely the chat is like not actually displaying here, which is very, very funny. I don't know why. Let me just try to refresh it or something. What I might do, I might just delete it and we'll see. People like to see themselves type on screen, right? Don't you, chat? I actually can't see if you're I can't tell if you're saying anything.
Yes.
It's fine. Where's my phone? I can get my phone here and I'll just have a look. I'll be able to see chat at least. Stream manager, yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Cool. Let's add chat back in as an existing thing that was working like just before. Where am chats? There am chat. Now it's working. Look, there's the chat. It's a little chat chatting along.
Let's go.
Let's make it the correct size, because chat, your wings are too big.
Need to clip them.
Clip your wing. Where can chat go? Maybe chat can just stay in the top corner there.
Yeah, over the keyboard. Yeah.
That covers up the... No one cares about the keyboard, right?
How could you?
Maybe make it
Keyboard's
slightly
feelings.
skinnier.
Listen. 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 Listen.
Listen.
Linda, listen. Linda.
Linda?
Do you remember that? Do you remember that meme? That kid, his mum's asking him something. I'm pretty sure it was his mum.
Yeah.
And he's trying to explain to her why he should have cookies or something. He's a little toddler. Linda, listen. Linda, listen to me. Linda.
Kids, eh?
Yeah.
I thought you were going for like a Bob's Burgers reference there.
Oh no, yeah, that would be funny as well.
We love Bob's Burgers.
Yeah. So, we should probably start.
Yep.
We're behind no one's schedule, so that is fine. We run on our own time here, Dungeons and Dragons time. After your success last time on the amazing raid into the Lich's tomb, of course, everyone thought the problem would be solved, except pretty quickly it became clear that that was not the case. This Lich was not the source of the evil that had been plaguing the caravan and had already taken one life. The poor... Actually, I've got it. Check out what I did. You'll either love this or hate this. Actually, who am I looking for here? Hello? Oh, there.
Oh.
Rostam.
Now I'm sad.
Oh.
Yeah.
I never knew him. I don't feel
Never
bad.
knew him.
That hurts
I
me
think
so
Allie
much.
met him properly either.
Yeah.
She was
Rest in peace.
talking to someone else.
Yes.
Poor Rostam. Rostam M dead. Eska's favorite. Eska was so happy. But yes.
I did hear about that.
Yeah. The point being that a mysterious dark shadow did take the life of one of the Wagoneers. This is obviously not a good thing. And everyone is still a little bit on edge, although many do still believe, despite what you have said, that the Lich must have been the source of this dark shadow, and that now that he has been defeated, you should be able to move forth without incidents. Although the three of you and your compatriots all know that is not the case, and you are all very aware. It is at this point you have begun moving up into the mountain passes. Really up into the mountains this time. It is getting much colder, and you are all rugged up in your fine woolens and fur coats, whichever you would prefer. And the wagon is moving through a dense pine forest, cliffs of rock all around now. The mountains looming ahead and to each side. The first snows begin to tickle your nose as you walk along, which some of you find quite cute and some of you do not. I really need to have a painting stream for Requin and for Ali. Eska was lucky that they were the first person in the chat that night that I was doing a painting stream.
Yeah.
Snow! Nara's excited about the snow. Perfect. So, I should do a thing. If Ella was here, Ella would do a thing for me. I need to, just quickly before we get like really into this, I need to put a message just reminding people that that we won't be able to answer back to every message straight away. This is a D&D campaign stream, and we might not react to every message to keep the story flowing. Please keep chatting. We will read and love your input. Can I do a love heart or something there? I can. And then theoretically I should be able to pin that message. Hooray!
Oh,
Whoa, the streamer is streaming.
let's go.
Did the bot just say that? Okay.
Right. Snow. Oh, yeah.
Just everyone save the game again.
Again,
Okay,
Again.
there you
got
go.
the backup save.
Save, let's go.
Backup save. Save states. You guys are using save states? I'm very frustrated. No one told me about this. Perfect. So, you are finding yourself in this cold mountain pass in a pine forest. Dark rock cliffs all around, mountains looming ahead and to each side of you now. It is a foreboding wilderness. Good job. Thanks, disembodied Hans. So, you know the journey is only going to get more dangerous. You must pass through some deep snow passes in the mountains soon. But, as you move through the forest, the three of you are working together as guards, keeping the caravan safe as the wagons rumble down the dirt roads. Of course, Requin, Ali, and Eska standing close together, having bonded over several battles and adventures so far. I'm assuming this conversation starts with Eska passively aggressively talking to Ali about spells. Because that seems to be the
Don't know any
vibe today.
spells.
Passively aggressive.
Yeah.
I guess.
I use magical arrows though. Does that count as a spell?
Well, what magical arrow? Show me.
I pull out the arrows that I have that when I stab them with myself, they do more damage.
Spooky.
Like blood arrows, yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Use them sparingly.
yeah, well, I don't really like hurting myself.
Fair enough.
Why not?
Because I have enough scars as it is. I'm good.
Oh, gosh. Reckon, what are you doing while these two are arguing?
She is just casually walking beside, like, looking at the snow. I assume she's in, like, a fur coat now with the hood up. Her hair now unbraided to keep her neck warmer. And will, like, hold out a hand to perhaps catch a snowflake and say, this weather is a hindrance.
Ooh. Please roll an athletics or acrobatics check to catch a snowflake.
Ooh. Oh, yay. So great. That's an 11.
11. Excellent. You do not manage to catch a snowflake, although you do look very professional trying.
Yes. Professional snowflake catcher.
The other two of you notice this, and watching Requin literally like jumping around, clapping their hands at thin air and missing several snowflakes.
Requin, no time for games.
I should say the same thing for you.
Playing any games? We're having a conversation.
Conversations are games.
Not where I
She's got us there. The bard should know.
Suddenly, you hear a loud whistle play, and you realize that the wagons are slowing and stopping.
Is it breakfast?
Down the wagon train, you hear that it is time for a break. The word comes down the line. There are hard roads ahead. it is going to be difficult this afternoon. So it is time to stop, to have a brief rest for the horses, let everyone stretch their legs, and eat, drink, talk, and prepare for the hard mountain passes ahead.
Right.
Shouldn't we keep moving?
People need to rest. So you want the horses to get stuck in the middle of the mountains?
They rest in their wagons while we're out here. What are they doing?
Lord.
It is good to have some respite before a long journey, especially in these parts.
That is true.
Fine.
So... it is at this point that you hear a gruff voice coming from a large red wagon next to you. Oi! What are you three talking about? The horses, they need rest. And we need food.
I have a pumpkin.
The voice appears to be coming from a large orc. He steps out of the wagon and the wagon raises a foot due to the weight as he steps out. Let's use this miniature for wagon orc.
And who might you be?
Huh. He scoffs. What do you mean, who am I?
Well, I don't know who you are, so hence the question.
He says. And he holds out a giant, calloused and scarred hand. Grolp. I'm in charge of the commissary around here.
Ah.
Don't you know how to shake hands?
Henriette,
Ali.
is it against the rules to do all of them?
I think it's Ali. It looks like all, but it's Ali.
Oh, right, I see.
Ali, suddenly you get kicked in the shin by a goblin.
Try and stab the goblin after it kicked me?
The goblin is wearing a small chef's jacket. Grolp reaches.
That's a kitchen hand.
Grolp reaches down, grabs the goblin by its the scruff of its neck, and throws it back into the wagon. Oi, that's not nice. You hear the goblin say, "They won't shake your hand. How rude." That's my problem.
Ali has like her dagger half out, like she was ready to stab it, and it's gone. And she's like, I don't know what to do with this pent up energy. I have to stab something.
Again, Grolp holds out his hand. Although, he is right. It is rude to not shake hands.
Oh, lass.
What was that, Eska?
Oh, I was gonna turn around and just like slap him with my arm, like my hand on his forearm.
Oh,
And like as a sort of like a really, because I'm kind of burly too.
Yeah, sure.
Sort of bang. I'm 7 foot tall. Like I've got no choice.
Okay.
You're such a bro.
Bro.
Excellent. He looks at this odd handshake, forearm to forearm. Unconventional, but I like it. Pleasure to meet you three, for the 16th time. No one ever pays attention to those serving the food, but we're so important. Ooh. Hi, Schmex. Everyone dances, suddenly to the music. Some of the bards are playing nearby, apparently. No one ever pays attention, he says, to those serving your food. Well, you three are going to pay attention now. He looks hardly at you and crosses his arms, exactly like pictured, like here. Thanks, disembodied Hans.
Like, so you don't want me to pay attention to our surroundings? If any, shadows are coming? You want me to pay attention to you instead? I can do that. That's what you'd like me to pay attention to the shadows?
He grunts. Ah, there's plenty of guards. Here, he hands you 3 burlap sacks. I've been told to requisition some food. Head off into the hills there. I know this land's full of beasts of all sorts. Bring them back. We're not going to survive this pass unless we have extra supplies. Can you handle that?
Sure. Why not? Ben's sticking around here doing nothing.
He looks at...
food before.
Well, you think the food just magically appears on your plate? You're going to learn where it comes from, lass.
Normally I hunt people, not food.
People don't cook as well as you'd imagine, and not as many people like eating it. So go find some animals.
I normally just eat the rocks, but alright.
Well, bring me back a damn bag of rocks then. And he steps back into the trailer and slams the door.
Yeah, no. I'll just walk ahead. Yeah.
What was that, Requin?
She, during like the last bit, will just start walking ahead.
Ahead this way?
To wherever we're supposed to go, yes.
So he pointed up into the mountainous hills up to the north of your current position.
Yeah. I guess we gotta do some trekking.
Excellent.
Rock stew.
Yeah.
What was that?
Rock stew. Nara.
Yes.
Cannot wait. Cannot wait to see this. Excellent. So the two of you, Ali and Eska, turn to see Requin, just already up to the top of this small rocky rise, and slowly strolling into the forest, looking around left to right as though waiting for the food to jump out from under a bush nearby.
Yep.
Yes, we're hunting then.
just assuming, just like with the bag open, waiting for the food to jump in.
Yeah.
Ellie's gonna move forward and she's gonna start looking for mushrooms.
Perfect. Ali,
Berries or something.
you leap up and begin looking for mushrooms and berries. Eska.
I will follow them and try and look for something vaguely a human would eat.
Wh-
I don't know
Okay.
what they eat.
The rocks are very distracting, Eska.
The rocks are very distracting. I saw a nice garnet as I was climbing up.
Excellent. As you move forward up into the hills, the snow is coming down harder on this side of the bluff. The area is completely covered with snow, and the trees are losing most of their leaves as you move further up into the mountains here. You hear the sounds of the wagons dimming as you move deeper and further away.
Wonderful.
Could you please make each of you a survival check?
19 with a +2. Woohoo!
Wow.
Woohoo!
17.
A 19, a 17, and
An 8.
an 8.
Surely your wisdom should be higher
I
than
failed.
I rolled a 5. So
Okay.
8.
Excellent. Requin, you have been able to find several eggs. So several bird eggs. You have also been able to find some winter apples.
Sweet.
So you have filled part of your scavenging bag. Eska, your bag is heavy with rocks that you couldn't resist picking up. But also some tree bark and some leaves, which you assume are edible.
Fair enough.
Them-
Fair enough.
These orcs are gonna be so mad when we get back.
Ali, could you roll percentage for me?
Oh no.
I hope it's not another scorpion. I
Another
rolled
scorpion.
91.
Imagine it's a scorpion. It's not. That would have been funny though. Excellent. You have found some mushrooms. They are a really odd color. They are yellow and white striped mushrooms, kind of covered in holes all over them. You've never seen anything quite like them, but they seem edible. You're fairly sure they're not poisonous, but it's hard to tell.
To get the mushroom girl to look at it.
Oh my god, you could.
I'm gonna do that when we get back. Be like, I reckon this that girl, I forgot her name. Or it looks like
The mushroom girl is Fet. So Fet.
Fet. I'm gonna find Fet.
Let's
I'm
find Fet.
no longer collecting food, I'm now collecting odd mushrooms just for Fet.
There's Fet.
Oh.
So Fet is a gnome who is coming on this journey because mushrooms.
Because mushrooms.
Because mushrooms. I like the character trait that whenever you shake hands with them, your hands come away like sticky and slimy because she's just constantly covered in mushroom mucus. So yeah,
Okay.
Fet is best. We all love Fet. Nobody roll randomly to kill Fet.
Why would we want to?
I would be want to kill Rustum.
That is true, but Rostam did get picked off and died.
That was
Perfect.
apple, I think, maybe. Possibly.
Correct. Team, as you walk through the snowy wilderness, and you collect your rocks and mushrooms and bark and actual edible things like apples, the two of you, Esker and Requin, who rolled high enough to actually survive things, could you please roll perception?
Perception?
Ali unfortunately is too busy looking at these strange mushrooms.
A
Yeah.
nat 20?
Is Jack following me?
Oh,
Yeah.
Jack! Oh no. Okay, let's get
Jack.
Animated
Jack's.
construct that will follow you.
Please, somebody remind me that we do need to get a 3D printed miniature for Jack, so I can like stop doing. I need to load.
Oh no,
I need to load
are
Jack
you
in
gonna-
here. To load Jack.
So
in
much
here.
work there.
Okay, there's just Jack.
I got a 9 on perception.
A 9 on perception.
Nat 20.
That's
Six.
20. Excellent. So, Esker, you also enamored by these strange mushrooms that Ali has, and the two of you sort of stand together, looking at the mushrooms in the bag. Requin, who has taken a few steps forward and had already found a lot of delicious foods, and feeling very proud of yourself, Requin. With a nat 20, you notice that you are actually following a set of footprints which also seem to have come from the wagons. Someone before you had left the wagons and walked up this place. Just up ahead, there appears to have been some sort of attack. There is...
So these are cool mushrooms, hey?
It's a cool
my
mushroom.
God. I've never seen anything like that. Maybe Fat would enjoy these.
Requin, from your vantage point here, you can see that some sort of beast came out, has attacked, and has then dragged something into a rocky crevasse nearby.
Someone has been here.
Mm.
You two.
Huh?
Yeah.
What?
Right?
Stop looking. Someone from
What
the
am I
wagon
looking at?
has come. Do you see the blood?
Do you want to see it now?
Now,
We'd have to walk up, wouldn't we?
now that Requin points it out, it's pretty obvious.
It's pretty. Why didn't I see this before?
Oh, because apparently these mushrooms were so cool.
They are
Look at
cool. Have
them.
you seen the mushroom?
As I'll toss one over.
Right.
The most passive-aggressive party in all of existence.
She'll walk closer to the blood, I think.
Excellent. You walk closer to the blood. Ali,
Put the mushrooms back in the bag and I follow.
Yeah,
Excellent.
I'll walk up this way.
I'm assuming Jack's just dancing behind me.
Jack is always just dancing behind you.
I don't know. Was it a good
and
idea
always
to do
fourth
body?
wall
Who
breaking,
knows?
looking at the camera. That's
Yep.
the best part about Jack that I love. He's just always looking at camera. Perfect. So, you see that there has been quite a battle here. Although it seems to be swift and decisive. Somebody walked through the snow to here. A beast came running out of the forest nearby, and then you can see the bloody drag marks where a body was dragged into the crevasse here nearby.
I'll kneel down and dip my fingers in the blood and try and see how long it has been.
Excellent. Please make a survival check.
17.
17. Excellent. It is still very fresh.
This didn't happen long ago. Blood's still warm.
It seems like
Only
a
the-
relatively large animal. We could get adequate food out of this,
Oh, yes.
That's a good point.
as well as whoever came here. Obviously.
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 Good.
Obviously. Why would we not want to get food for the caravan?
Uh-huh.
They want to
Okay.
stealthily follow the tracks because if there's a big creature, we don't want to alert it. Okay, yeah.
Suggest
can-
Ali.
I can hide in the ground. I don't know about you two, though.
I can hide in the snow because I'm a wood elf and I can do that.
Wouldn't you?
Ali,
Hypothermia.
I'm just picturing Ali immediately just leaping down onto the snow and just digging themselves into it.
But the wood elves can hide in weather. They can hide in rain and fog.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
What elves so clever?
Yeah.
In any case, the party needs to decide who will investigate the rocky crevasse where the body has been dragged.
Oh,
That's
Requin
good.
noticed it.
Sure. Yep. I guess Reckon will go and just follow those tracks.
Excellent. Requin, as you follow the tracks, roll perception. What do you see?
Okay. Ooh, that is an 18 plus 6, so 24.
24. Excellent. In the rocky crevasse, sheltered from the wind and the snow, you see a dark shape looming over a body. It takes you a second as your eyes adjust, but you realize that it's actually a person looming over the body of a beast. It seems to be some kind of cross between a deer and a large cat and maybe a lizard. It is unclear what sort of beast it is, but the person is literally butchering a large kill that they have made.
Are you done?
As you speak, the person stands up and whips around, blood dripping from their small dagger.
Greetings.
It is a drow.
Ah!
It is a drow.
She's pretty.
She's pretty.
So do we notice that Requo's just stopped and started talking?
Yeah, roll percentage, Requin. Did you fall in love?
This happens too much to me in real life. I can't. I got a 73.
73. It's borderline. There's definitely some feelings. Maybe not love at first sight.
She does look pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen her yet, so I don't know.
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know. I'm hiding in the snow. What do you want from me? Yes. Excellent. Her face is fierce. It turns around, blood dripping from her dagger. Her red eyes piercing. Her white hair whipping in the wind. Her mouth, a snarl, ready to fight. But then she lowers her dagger slightly. Who are you? What are you doing here?
We're traveling guards, you could say. Have you noticed the caravan?
She tilts her head slightly to the side. Yes, I think I've noticed you before. She literally just wipes the blood on the side of her dress, flicks the dagger and puts it back into a hidden compartment somewhere. It is hard to see where. And she walks forward, walking around Requin as though inspecting. Yes, I'm sure I've seen you before. She comes back around to the front and holds out her hand. I'm Halethstra. You might have seen my caravan. She sort of tilts her head, cocks her head as though expecting you to recognize the caravan that she drives.
She'll extend her hand and meet and give a slight nod. Ah, Equin. I don't believe I've seen you before.
She grasps your hand in a shockingly tight grip and drags you slightly closer to her till you're mere inches from each other's face. Well then you must come and visit my caravan at some point. I have the most amazing curiosities that I'm sure you would be intrigued by, you and your friends here. I was merely, and now she lets go of your hand, and the moment is fleeting, almost as though you no longer feel that sort of power emanating from her. She definitely has a persona, some sort of aura about her. The personality seems to just radiate an almost animalistic confidence and power. Come, friends.
We'll have to see. Huh?
Requin says.
We'll see. She'll kind of reach a hand up to her compass and sort of trace her thumb over the engravings in it, and turn towards Eska and Ali, sort of judging their reactions over this new companion.
Perfect. Turning your back on the angry drow with a knife, you face Eska and Ali. Eska and Ali, who have been watching this from several feet away. You have heard every word, you have seen every movement. You also find Halethstra captivating. She definitely has some charisma about her. Would you like to roll a thing that I've forgotten what it is. What is it? It's a... It used to be sense motive in 3.5. What am I trying to say? Insight.
Insight?
Correct.
Insight.
Would you like to roll an insight check?
Who?
Who?
Esker or Ali?
I can roll insight.
I don't insight. My insight's okay-ish.
Mine's +5.
Oh, your insight's better than mine.
It lands on the table. I got a 13.
Excellent. Again, you are fairly dumbstruck by this person. Although you do have vague recollections that they may be part of the caravan, you cannot really place having met them before, although it is a very large caravan of wagons. She
Yeah.
she points to Esker. You there, you seem strong. Carry my kill, will you? We need to take this back to the chef. I know he was looking for meat. I was out here looking for ruins and curiosities. And, you are a necromancer, no? I'm sure I could find something that would pique your interest in my caravan if you would like to peruse my wares at some point.
Maybe I'll take you up on that offer. And instead of Kit picking up her kill, I will spend the next couple of minutes performing a ritual which will emanate in Phantom Steed, which I will then put the kill onto and tell it to follow her back to the wagon.
Perfect. I'd just like to point out that while you are taking a few minutes to do this, Halethstra is just standing behind you looking quizzically and slightly amused. As the Phantom Steed puts the large animal on the back of itself. Oh, I'm assuming you put the animal on the back. The steed doesn't do that.
Yeah.
That would be a fancy steed. It's just, this is like random arms on this steed just picking things up. As you load the animal that Halethstra has butchered onto the back of the steed.
Is
And
this the horse I called Snowflake?
Yes.
Yeah.
Nice. Nice. Halethstra claps their hands together. Fantastic. Well done.
Yeah,
Now-
you may borrow him for the next hour.
Condescending.
Fantastic. Well, I think I'm going to head back to the wagon. Please come visit me again, won't you? And as she walks past Ali, she sort of just drapes her fingers across your cheek as she walks past. Gives Jack a bit of a pat on the back.
Oh,
We should go find her caravan. She seems nice.
She seems competent.
Yeah, listen, I would say that is the thing that most people would say when they meet her. There is a supreme confidence. Just like, look, as Nara said in chat, is this a date or a murder? I think that is kind of the vibe that you get from meeting Halethstra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Ali is definitely in awe of her. It's like what she wants to be.
yes. Yes.
Yeah.
She like blushed when she heard a tick touch.
Oh, gosh. Perfect. So, the party is now left in the middle of this snowfield. The beast has been taken back to the chef with Halethstra and the Phantom Steed summoned by Esker.
We have to get these mushrooms to fit.
Says Ali.
My bag's still a little light. Surely we can go back once they're full.
Do you fill your bag with rocks?
I will look in the opposite direction to where Ali is and just start walking.
In the opposite direction to Ali, start walking. Excellent.
I'll say absolutely nothing and I'll just walk.
Esker, unfortunately, as you try to walk, your foot seems to be stuck on a root. And you trip over. Please make a dexterity save. Nat 20. Excellent. Excellent, but not as excellent as you would imagine, because instead of tripping, you rip the root out of the ground, and an entire tree stump comes with it.
No, I was the one
What?
that killed trees.
Eska, you take a few steps forward, but now, ripped out of the ground, the creature that was trying to attack Eska surreptitiously is here on the ground. The tree stump that was ripped out by Eska, the top opens and a mouth full of sharp teeth erupts.
Bro, what are the mushrooms in?
Excellent. Nearby, as though attracted by the scent of the blood in the snow, another stump erupts out of the snow. Roots and vines whipping towards you all as though searching for prey.
Is a mimic stuff?
Says Eska.
I didn't know they could be those. Alright.
Ali throws a mushroom at the closest one. Excellent. Your yellow and white striped mushrooms?
Yeah.
Excellent. The mushroom flies into the maw of the creature and it grinds it down into paste very quickly. Unfortunately, it only seems to empower it. The stump flexes and pulses as though growing, and the vines whip out even more ferociously. Party, battle is upon you whether you like it or not. Please roll initiative.
I got a 4.
You got 11.
I used a different dice this time. I got a nat 20
Oh, nice.
Yay.
plus 10.
Requin
So
is
that's a 30.
Wow.
Requin is owning this game today.
I know. Making up for.
Making up the last game.
Yeah.
The beasts. Perfect. So, the order of operations here will be Requin, and then Ali, and then the stumps, and then Eska.
Mm.
Requin. As the vines and roots whip out from these two terrible stumps, they're in a frenzy. You can see the blood splashing across from the snow onto the stumps and driving them wild. What would you like to do?
I will. Yeah. She will clap her hands together and cast Thunder Wave as the vibrations sort of like span out from her and go towards the stump closest to her.
Excellent.
Please make a con save
Requin turns and
of 15.
the stumps have passed.
Great.
They rolled a flat 15 and their constitution is higher.
Yeah, I thought so. That's fine. Okay. Oof. That's 2.
2 damage is dealt to stump 1.
Great.
The stump vibrates with the thunder, but not much damage seems to have been done. Maybe a few pieces of bark have fallen off.
She'll sort of sigh and then lift her hand up towards Ali and say, perhaps you give it a try, and we'll cast Bardic Inspiration for her.
Excellent. Ali, you feel inspired as Requin calmly inspires you, while there is literally bludgeoning tentacles, roots, and vines flying towards them. Their calm in the state of this imminent danger fills you with bardic inspiration.
That will be my turn.
Excellent. Ali, you are right in between these two vicious stumps. What would you like
I've
to do?
got a point to the one on the right and tell Jack to attack.
On your right? Or the right? Or which
The
one?
right. Allie's left.
Ali's left. Perfect.
Yeah.
Jack
Jack's gonna go attack that one.
moves forward. Their giant maul. Wait. Jack's pumpkin flies forward and then reattaches itself.
I'll see if he can hit it. I don't think so. I rolled a 4.
For Jack,
Yeah, for Jack.
Jack picks up the giant death dirge, the great maul, but is not used to swinging it, and literally falls over sideways.
I'm sorry, Jack. I'm gonna slash at the other one with my rapier.
Excellent. Ali turns and slashes.
People within 5 feet of it, do I get my sneak attack?
Yes, Requin
I hit
and Eska are both in 5 feet.
Yeah. Okay, I got it. 18 to hit.
18, excellent. 18 will hit. Your rapier pierces into the side of the stump, and red sap-like, gooey, sticky blood drains with the wound.
Oh, okay. I got 14 damage. Hold up.
14 damage is dealt to stump 1.
Oh, wait. 19 damage. Yeah, 19 damage.
Perfect.
Ooh.
Perfect. Ali's rapier pierces into the heart of the creature. It
What?
thrashes
It's
and
because it's
writhes.
a tree. No wonder I hit it.
That's just literally a tree.
It's a tree. That's why.
It's just. Ali, tree slayer.
Yeah.
Of course.
A tree's one weakness. Ali.
No. I really hope that at like, you know, much further into this campaign that is still a thing.
Can you give at some point, Ali, like a bonus to attacking tree or tree-like
Trees.
Yeah. It's Ali, can you please make that note on your character sheet?
I get a bonus when I attack tree.
+1 to attack and +1 damage. You have discovered that whatever your past was, perhaps you were a lumberjack. You just seem to know how to hurt trees. You know tree anatomy too well. +1 bonus to hit and +1 damage against trees or tree-like creatures.
Wonderful.
Those dryads never knew what was coming.
Exactly.
True. The 2 tree stumps with the vicious fangs lash out with vines. This one here is going to lash out with 1 vine to Requin and 1 vine to Eska.
Alrighty.
Requin, your armor class, please.
It's the best number ever. It's 13.
Excellent. It does not hit you. It rolled too low.
Oh.
Eska, your armor class, please.
It is 12.
Excellent. It will hit you. The other one is going to try to grasp onto Jack and onto Ali.
Yeah.
Jack's armor class is?
Jack's
13,
armor
I
class
believe.
is 13.
Yeah.
Gonna hit. And oh my gosh, it scored a nat 20 against Ali.
Oh no!
No.
No.
A crit against Ali. So,
I don't like trees.
it's apparently. 6 damage is dealt to Eska. 2 damage is dealt to Jack. 12 damage is dealt to Ali.
Okay.
Ali, you find yourself automatically restrained. Eska and Jack, can they please make either a strength or a dexterity save to try to escape the vines and roots that are now trying to grasp onto you and drag you back towards the biting maw?
Jack got 17.
Jack got 17. Jack escapes.
Hang on, I dropped my dice. Give me a second.
Says Eska, and the vines stop dragging him back to the... Eska's lost their dice in the snow somewhere around here.
Mm.
Alright, we get a 7.
Eska pulls their dice out of the snow. It says 7. Eska realizes that's not high enough to avoid being grasped by the vines and therefore just gives up. So Eska and Ali are now restrained, and you are pulled 5 feet towards the biting maw. Unfortunately, Eska was only 5 feet away. Eska,
Oh no.
it tries to bite you, and it does. You take an additional 4 damage as the beast's thousands of teeth begin grinding away at your rocky exterior. Eska,
Yep.
you are restrained. Would you like to get out?
I would like to get out.
Perfect.
But if I fail, can I still move my arms?
Yes, you are being held by your legs and chest
Cool.
and being dragged in.
Cool. Just like a strength check.
Yeah. At this point, you have not managed to dodge it, so strength is your only way out.
I got a 19 plus 0.
Excellent. That is enough to rip yourself free. And you now stand 5 feet away again.
I will move a further 5 feet away. And then I'll point at it, and you'll hear like a sound vibration of a bell as I cast Toll of the Dead.
Toll the dead.
Toll the Dead.
You hear a loud bell ring.
It needs to make a whiz saving throw.
Excellent. It does not take a whiz.
It does not take a
Oh.
whiz. And it's already taken damage, hasn't it?
This one has, yes.
Yeah, cool.
This one has an alley stab mark in it.
It
Oh,
will
and
take...
also a Requin vibration bark fell off.
Yep, tiny.
It will take 17 necrotic damage.
17.
God damn.
Excellent. It is now fairly shredded. There are large chunks of its bark and wood missing. The wood is kind of weird and pink and looks less like, it's kind of halfway between a tree and some sort of weird spongy flesh. Like a mushroom soaked in watered down blood is the closest thing you can think to it.
I see.
Or mushrooms.
More mushrooms, says Requin, crossing their arms and shaking their head, as though to say, how dare you be mushrooms, weird tree things.
These aren't very fun, guy.
They sure are not. Who laughs at that? Laughs at that joke?
Please stop talking.
The two characters that are journeying with Eska, the two most likely to laugh at bad jokes.
Nara laughed too, it's alright.
Requin,
Yes.
you find yourself in this situation. You are now the closest to the vicious stump tree thing.
Indeed.
Well, can't exactly go back, so I will. She raises her hand and sort of twirls this wisp of light, and then flicks her wrist and hurls it towards the stump in front of her, and will cast Starry Wisp. and
Hey, the starry
maybe
wisps are back.
will hit. And when I say that, I mean it doesn't.
I'd just like to point out the first sentence you said there is that she raises her hand and twirls, and I just pictured Requin just like ballerina spinning. Do the wisps hit?
Anyway, I assume no, 9.
Unfortunately, your little cute baby wisps are too busy hugging their mum, Requin, than attacking the
Yeah.
stump, and they do not hit.
Again. And can I literally do anything else? I don't think so.
Ponders Requin.
I guess she just will stay there. Slightly annoyed.
Slightly annoyed, Requin stands their ground. Ali, you are grabbed by the weird stump's vines and roots as it drags you closer and closer to its snapping, grinding teeth. Would you like to try to escape?
I would like to try and escape.
Please make a strength check. Can you escape?
I rolled a nat 20!
Not only do you rip yourself free from the vines, but you also rip the vines out of the stump. Please roll a 1d12 to deal damage to the stump.
12!
12?
Yeah.
My goodness!
Well done.
So that would be 13 with your +1 damage to anything tree-shaped.
Trees.
Ali, I know this started as a bit of a meme, but...
It's actually like...
just legitimately.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Ali is officially Ali the tree killer.
Ali,
Yeah.
Ali the tree killer.
I'll have to
Oh,
rename her in the
God.
character sheet.
It's gonna happen. it's gonna have to happen because it's
What
legit.
started up as a meme
Tree killer.
is now serious.
It's now a character
There you
trait.
go. Her name has been updated. She's now
Perfect.
Ali.
We are all very happy about this. Gosh. In any case, you are free and free to act.
Yep, okay. Let's me stab it
Excellent.
again.
Whipping out your rapier.
Oh. 25.
25. Ali, your rapier pierces deep into the second stump.
Are people still next to it?
Yes,
Jack.
Jack is still next to it.
Okay. $23 damage.
Tree fury. Oh my.
Fury of 1,000 trees.
Ali has done almost as much damage to stump number 2 in a single turn as like everyone's done to stump 1 since combat began.
That is. Oh my goodness.
Did you add your +1, Ali?
Oh no, that wasn't the plus one. It was 24.
This is 1 extra damage there. Both stumps now heavily injured. Are not really feeling very happy. Both of them trying to move back, they lash out. With their...
Wait, does Jack get a hit?
Yeah, sure.
Jack's gonna make a strength check, doesn't he?
Oh yeah, Jack is...
He succeeded, didn't he?
Oh no, he did succeed.
Yeah.
17.
See if he could hit it.
Jack raises
I'm gonna
the
say no.
large
He rolled a
maul
9.
again.
He's got a +4.
Um,
He might hit.
Not with a 13. Jack raises their large maul again and again falls sideways. They're gonna need to practice
I
using
mean-
that thing.
Yeah, he's getting slightly better.
Good.
Practice.
Poor Jack. He seems to be having fun doing it though, so...
That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Yeah. As long as Jack's having fun. Perfect. The tree stumps try to move away back to their lairs. Seeing you are too dangerous prey, this one is going to lash out once against Eska and Requin. Requin, there's absolutely no way that's hitting. Ooh, Eska may get hit. Yeah, definitely. That's like 21. It is a slam attack. It deals 4 damage as a large root smacks you in the stomach. It is not trying to grasp onto you and eat you now. It is just trying to push you away. This one over here, however, no longer has roots or vines because a certain someone who will remain nameless has ripped them all off. That being the case, it merely tries to disengage, which means that Ali or Jack, or both, neither of you have taken a reaction. You may attack it because it's trying to disengage.
Okay.
But the other one moved back.
I got it.
The other one moved back, yes, but it has the disengage action because it's using its vines and stuff to protect itself. This one can't do that.
I rolled a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Do I just get normal damage on this one?
No, it's always +1. If you're fighting a tree thing.
I don't get sneak attack with this one.
Oh, no sneak attack. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. It'd be 7 plus 5 plus 1, which is 13.
13.
Yeah, 13.
And I will see if Jack hits.
Ali's rapier pierces deep.
Jack rolled no.
Jack rolled what?
A 10.
10 is
Like a 6. Which becomes a 2.
slightly getting better and better every time he tries.
Yeah.
Ali, your rapier pierces straight through the stump, and it lets out a long wheezing noise as it seems to deflate and flop onto the ground.
Yes. Killed the tree.
It has been vanquished. Perfect. The other one is trying to escape Eska. It has just whacked you in the stomach. It is your turn.
I will again point at it, and the bell will ring once more. Please make a whiz save.
This time it got 13.
It's a saving throw, so it's up to you.
It-
It's not like it's spell DC, it's a saving throw.
Ah, perfect. Then it will fail with a 13.
Yep. Alrighty. It will take 8 necrotic damage.
8. And as the necrotic damage rips the stump apart, it also deflates with a wheezing sound onto the snow. Dead. The party has succeeded in defeating the strange stumps.
I did absolutely nothing in that fight.
Do you think the caravans need firewood?
Maybe. Can I
would say
see-
yes.
Thank you.
Good job.
I was useful.
Yeah, there was
Useful.
trees. You did well. Well done.
Listen, I would say less useful and more heroic.
Very heroic, yes.
Can I see if the trees had any, souls?
Good. That's a good point. They do have, I guess,
Very
a
good point.
primal type of soul.
Alright.
Between the two of them, you would probably get 1 weak soul.
Alrighty. I will try and capture it then.
Excellent. You throw your Pokeballs. Roll percentage.
Percentage? Alright. That. 75.
Excellent. You capture both souls. The small red light on the front of your soul-catching lantern blinks again, and then goes grey. I felt it'd be like poor taste to do like more Pokemon reference, so a bit of Final Fantasy reference there as well. There you go.
Lovely.
Perfect.
So +1?
Yes. The two stumps defeated. Their soggy, woody flesh lays on the snow. Party, what would you like to do?
I'll turn to Requin and say, do you think they're edible? They're no use to me.
Are you asking if we eat wood?
Well, they're not wood. They're fleshy things. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like trees to me.
Yeah, they look like trees.
It's good enough.
Eska pokes the like fleshy tree thing.
Look, squishy.
Yeah. It does seem to squelch more like a sponge than it would.
Yeah.
Right. It would be
I mean,
better
we
not
want
to
to
take
leave them
chances.
here.
What was that, Ali?
So are we leaving them here? Are we gonna take them? Or... I have this bag of mushrooms I still have to get back.
Entirely up to you. Do we have enough supplies is the question.
How full are your bags?
I don't know how full are them.
About halfway.
Mm.
Are there any cool mushrooms lying around?
Roll a survival or perception.
Oh, I'm better at perception. Oh, that's a good roll. 27.
27. Excellent. You find the telltale signs on this large tree over here. And digging in the snow and dirt beneath it, you find truffles.
Oh my god, that's so cool. I'm going to take the truffles.
Excellent.
Like, keep a few for myself. So
Excellent.
add some to the bag and then add some to my pockets.
Perfect. So in total, you find 15 truffles of various sizes.
Yeah.
They are black truffles.
I feel like the orc would be disappointed if we didn't come home with some sort of game.
Well, you did just send a large
What's her name? I
Halest-
don't remember her name,
Halest-
but she was
Halestra.
beautiful.
I do
Yeah,
remember her
Halestra.
name. She was so beautiful.
So true. So true.
Oh god, that's just gonna be like that's now gonna be an ongoing thing. Is people forgetting her name because they're just distracted by her like piercing gaze and just like raw charisma that she has. Halestra.
Yes. We love.
Yeah.
I will admit, when you sent the photos of the NPCs, I was like, oh, I like that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Gosh, Halestra did take back your. Well, I mean, technically, it was her kill.
It was her kill,
Yeah.
and she's going to take 100% of the credit. So I'm
Probably.
we need to come back with something equally
I mean,
as
I
big.
think-
Otherwise,
Oh my
we're going to look like
God.
fools.
You, all three of you are just like fangirling over Halestra. just like, I must impress.
So cool.
I must impress. I must show her.
Yeah.
Oh,
We must show her we are cool.
Yeah.
We're her
God.
fan club now.
I feel
We're
like
just gonna
we
die
should-
just for characters. That's it.
Requin.
Yeah.
Make a
Mhm.
survival check.
Okay, yeah. Let's see. That is a 17 plus 4. 21.
These stumps are definitely made of flesh of some kind. It's not clear whether it's animal or fungus, but they definitely seem potentially edible.
Ah. Alright. Will they fit in the bag?
They will not, but you can drag them.
And Jack can drag them. as well.
Yeah, I gotta tell Jack to drag one. Yeah, I'll be like, Jack,
Yay.
take that back.
Excellent.
Should we remove the teeth before we take it back? I feel like
What if the teeth are edible?
hideous for
This,
humans.
surely that's the chef's job.
Surely.
Surely.
Jack quickly runs around the wood area, and after about a minute, has come back with a sled that they have fashioned. They load the 2 stumps onto the sled and begin dragging it back towards the caravans.
I'll walk with Jack back with my truffles
Yeah.
that I'm really excited about.
Where's Jack's little pumpkin? Let's just put that over here. It's
He's everyone now.
it's not.
Everyone is Jack.
Everyone is Jack. Everyone is Jack now. We'll put Jack
Okay.
up. We'll put Jack up here. Jack can. Oh no, let's give Jack to Ali. There you go, Ali.
Yay!
You can have Jack.
My pumpkin curse that I've adopted as my friend.
Yeah.
Yes.
Perfect. So
Very well.
Ali and Jack, you take the stumps back. The other 2 of you still standing in the snow. What would you like to do?
I assume we should return for the day.
Yeah.
Ali
We
is
might have a last look around before we leave.
perfect. Survival, perception. Anything in particular you'd like to look at, Eska?
I would like to find herbs or something of the like, root vegetables, see if anything's growing.
Perfect.
I got, hang on, which way round's that? That is a 8 for, well, both of them are +2, so it's an 8.
Excellent. You do find the roots of some trees. That's technically a root and vegetable. As far as you're aware, people eat those.
All this stuff. I have no idea what people eat. Like, I pay no attention at like breakfast or lunch or anything. I just eat my rocks and.
So in Eska's bag is just construction supplies, roots and rocks.
It's literally bark, roots, rocks, and like other things that I'm like, people eat these, surely.
And leaves. Yeah, it's just leaves, bark, roots of trees, and rocks. Eska, I'm just assuming, happily trots their way back to.
Yeah. No, I'll fill my bag and just be like, good enough.
Yeah.
You are very confident.
I guess I will also take a look around one last time.
Excellent. Alone in the
And-
snowdrift, Requin, where would you like to look?
Ooh. Probably to the side of the stone crevice thing.
Excellent. Looking to the
Down
side
there?
of the stone crevice.
That is using perception would be a 17.
17. Perfect. In the stone crevice, you do find some small sort of fruiting plants. It's not really clear what they are. There's some sort of dark purple berries on them. But it looks like animals have been feeding on them, so they're likely not poisonous. There is
I
enough.
love
Yeah.
the questioning tone. Slightly not poisonous.
It's
maybe?
likely, yeah, maybe. Other animals seem to
good
have been
enough.
eating them, so.
Yeah. Okay. She'll take those and find her way back to the caravan.
Excellent. Carefully packing the bag full of the berries, Requin makes their way back to the caravans. Whee!
This orc's gonna be so fucking mad at me.
No, but you have a good rapport with him.
Yeah,
That's true.
true.
You did the bro 5.
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Okay. The party makes their way back. Where's Jack gonna stand? Jack can stand there. I'm stealing Jack back from you. I accidentally
Yay.
flipped Jack around. Okay, there we go. Okay. The party returns. And not a moment too soon, because it is definitely almost time for the wagons to move on. You can see people re-hitching the horses, repacking the wagons after their small lunches and cookouts and things that they had, and they're preparing to leave. I need to reload our friend Grolp.
We did a good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I brought 2 trees.
Alright.
All the mushrooms are for Fett. I'm not giving the mushrooms.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yay,
Save the
save the
game.
game. Save states.
Yeah.
Right. I'll be the judge of that. Let's see. Who would like to empty their bag first?
I will gleefully just dump the contents of my bag onto. There must be like a table or something nearby. I'll just dump the entire contents onto the table and just happy as Larry, just be like, voila!
Voila!
Ugh.
Oh gosh, please roll a persuasion.
Five.
5. Fantastic. Now let's see whether you're telling the truth or not. Okay, rocks, bark. What was the third thing? Leaves.
Leaves.
And excellent,
Roots.
cool. So, he looks at the rocks, looks back at Eska, looks at the rocks, looks back at Eska, and just shakes his head. But as he looks at the bark, sort of leans down and takes up a piece of it and chews on it a little bit. Ah, spring bark. I haven't had any of this in the stores for months. Gives you an appreciative nod. This will really liven up a few stews. He gives you a really hard elbow in the ribs, which sends you sort of sideways slightly. Mm. The leaves he looks back at you, but seems to give you a bit of a pass on the leaves. He says, well, I guess they're vegetable. He tastes one and his face sort of screws up. Technically edible. Maybe we'll just feed these to the horses. What do you reckon?
Okay.
He looks at the roots up and down, takes out a small knife, cleans off some of the dirt and the skin from them. Is it? Farrow root? Yes, we can use this. He hands it over to one of the goblins. Here, dry this out and grind it down. We can use it to thicken stuff up. Possible. He gives you an appreciative nod and 5 gold coins.
That went better than expected.
We're just sitting there, slack-jawed, eyes wide open, going, what?
What?
Ow!
The other two of you now looking apprehensively at the contents of your gathering bags. Who would like to empty out their bag first?
I will, yeah. She'll like very delicately place each of the ingredients in different piles. So there'll be like a pile for berries, a pile for the winter apples, and then some bird eggs.
Just 20 minutes later, the chef Grolp, tapping his foot impatiently, pushes Requin to the side. Fine, let me have a look. Are you done? He looks at Requin.
Yeah. I was done quite a while ago. I was just making sure it was suitable.
Ugh, he says, and he has a look. Roll your persuasion.
Right. Which dice? This one. Please. Ooh, I'm not joking when I say it's another nat 20. And my persuasion is what? +5, so 25.
Nice, well played. Turns out all three things are edible. He looks.
knew?
He looks at the bird eggs. He's like, farthing eggs. I know just the person to love these. They're so hard to get. Where'd you find them?
Just around.
Alright, alright. Don't reveal your sources, but if you stole them, it ain't getting back to me, alright? I don't know who's...
Oh, no. We found these all together.
Listen, I don't know whose store you raided to get these, but you don't just find them lying around in this part of the world. He hands over a sack of 10 gold pieces to you, looking suspiciously from side to side as if worrying someone will see them, and scoops the eggs into a small, sort of padded bag, tying it to his belt. Winter apples. This'll make good pies. He hands over another 2 gold pieces. And then finally the berries. He looks at them. What are these?
Berries? They aren't poisonous. The animals did seem to be eating them.
He picks up a berry and sort of sniffs. That's to be seen. Here, you eat one. He hands it over to you.
She will absolutely, not hesitate, because she just wants to prove that she's right. So we'll just eat it.
Excellent. It is incredibly sour. Incredibly. I will need a Constitution save, lest your mouth squelch up like you've just eaten the sourest lemon in the world.
Oh, that's wonderful for me. I love doing this stuff.
That is a 7.
7. Excellent. You try to control it, but you are now struggling. You'll need to now speak as though your lips are puckered with the sourness, please. He looks at you knowingly. Well,
Oh, right. Could be used with sweetness.
he actually lunges forward quite quickly and looks at you really closely, grabbing hold of your chin and opening your mouth. What the heck? The other two of you see that Requin's mouth is now dyed a deep purple color. He picks up one of the berries and puts it in his own mouth and begins chewing. Oh, that's sour. And he pokes out his tongue, sort of holds his own tongue in his fingers and sort of trying to look at it over his flat nose. But look at the color! Right, we can use these. Boys, get him into the press. He begins scraping his tongue with one of his fingers. I wonder when it comes off. Been scraping. Never mind.
She will not say absolutely anything and sort of just walk to the side and stay there.
He throws you another bag of 5 gold coins. Right, you pass 2. You get food.
Ooh.
He turns to Ali.
I point to Jack's sled.
He walks over to the 2 giant tree stumps. Sort of gives one a kick It makes a noise like a deflating bagpipe. What are these? Can you eat them?
I don't know. They're treats.
The bard seems to think so.
Well, only one way to find out. Tim, come here. And a rather upset-looking goblin, covered in dish soap, stumbles out of the trailer. Yes, chef. Come over here. And he cuts off a piece of the tree with his small knife, throws it into a nearby fire, quickly presses it, prods it. The way he works is insanely fast. Pulling it out, it smells delicious. Eat it. The goblin looks slightly scared, but chews on it, and his eyes go hugely wide, sparkling. Chef, it's delicious. He picks the goblin up and looks into his eyes. The goblin's still chewing on this piece of rubbery flesh. Well, he ain't dead. So that's a plus. Alright. And he hands over a bag of 50 gold pieces.
Wow.
And
Anything else?
no.
Wait,
I suppose you'll pass. There's a lot of meat here. I assume it's meat. Whatever it is, he seems to like it. The chef now rips the skewer from the small goblin's mouth and takes a bite himself. And Grob's eyes grow wide and sparkly as well. I don't know what these things are, but I like it. Alright. Well, I think it's time and then you hear a whistle blow. And whips and horses begin moving forward. We're moving. We'll catch up later. Thanks.
Okay.
And he reaches out and he holds his huge orc hand towards all three of you. Pleasure.
I'll do the same as
We take it at the same time. Was that
Yeah, no, we all take it at the same time awkwardly.
Yeah.
He grabs hold of all three of your hands with his huge orc hand and pulls you all closer, looking down on you, because he's 7.5, 8 foot tall. Just remember, don't insult the people that cook your food.
And I just eat the rocks.
Gosh.
Well, you get a pass, but still don't insult me. I work hard.
Yes, that is quite evident.
A voice from the caravan behind, some sort of farmer it looks like. Hey, what's the hold up? He says. The orc Grolp turns around. He says, mind your business! And he climbs back on, waves you farewell, and the caravan begins moving forward.
Hmm.
I kind of like him.
Says Requin, as the caravans trundle through the wilderness. You realize if you don't hurry, you'll be left behind, and you are still technically on guard duty.
that? Doing our job again.
Doing the job
No rest.
again.
Did we get a description of the Drow's caravan?
It was the curious caravan.
Yes.
Curiosities.
Yeah,
Very
but did we
curious.
just get a description of the outside? Do we know, did she say what it looked like?
It's just you three are just teenagers in high school, just trying to find the girl that you spoke to that one time at a party.
Hey, she said she had necromantic curiosities, so
Exactly.
I'm on that shit.
Exactly. She has curiosities that we all like. Totally.
Yeah. Oh
One's
lord.
named, and the other one's named.
I'm really just regretting introducing Halestra now. I really hope that it's not because again, there's a bit of randomness as to who gets targeted by certain dark entities that we will not speak of. So I really hope it's not another fan favorite.
I will enact
That'd be really
vengeance. if that happens.
Oh god, it could be her. Who knows? Maybe she's the dark entity.
I would totally team up with her then.
When the party turns evil.
Plot twist.
Yeah. I mean, hey, why not?
Oh, Lord.
That's right.
In all seriousness, do we know what her caravan looks like?
No, all you know is that she runs a shop from a caravan that sells
Okay.
curiosities. I don't think anyone actually ever asked her
Well, she
what
kind
that
of
is.
just left.
That
You
is
kind
true.
of did just.
She did kind of just leave, yeah.
Well, at the next stop. That's our mission.
Yep.
And
My
I have
mission
to
is to
find Fett.
put a head on Jack. There we go.
I still have to find Fett.
Oh yes,
True.
you do find Fett.
Sure.
In which case, if you are looking for Fett and also definitely not looking for that lady that you all have the hots for, as you pursue the path further up into the mountains, the caravan is stuck. There has been a snowdrift, and up ahead, at the head of the caravan, many people have been getting out and are digging out the snowdrift so the caravans can move forward. It is at this time that you all search for Fett and also for Helestra.
I would like to. Are we near the front of the caravan?
No, you're kind of in the middle. There's literally hundreds of them,
Yeah.
but you
If-
can
if
move
I'm-
towards the front if you like.
How long would that take?
Oh, maybe a few minutes.
Okay.
We can just make it that you are there if that's where you would prefer to have been moving.
Yeah.
The party, while you're moving, quickly discusses which end of the caravan they're going to search for Fett and or Helestra.
Well, wouldn't they be with the merchants' caravans towards the end?
Yeah, but it's kind of all mixed now. Since you guys told off the merchants a few weeks ago, everyone's sticking much closer together. Particularly this close to the mountains, everyone's feeling the danger of attack, of avalanche, of freezing to death if they're left behind. Also, the caravans are moving much slower on these rocky, frozen roads, as evident by the fact that this snowdrift has stopped you again.
I would like to surreptitiously walk up and prestidigitation the snowdrift away. Just
How
making
much?
everyone-
How
What?
much can you prestidigitate?
1 cubic foot per action.
Perfect. This is a huge snowdrift. That's going to take you hours. It's literally
Oh,
like
really?
a small avalanche that's fallen across the path. People
Well,
are
at
just
least
trying
that-
to clear a gap through. But you can
Okay.
help.
Yeah, that's what I'd like to do.
Eska has gone to the front of the caravan to help. Meanwhile, Requin and Ali, who I realize now look like they are covered in snow. Maybe you can be over this side where you're more visible.
Yeah.
And Jack can be over here with you as well. There's Jack. There's Jack. Let's move Jack. Let's move
Right.
little Jack over here. Jackie boy.
Do you know where this vet person is?
I think I'm looking for Fett, is usually with mushrooms. Yeah, that's it. I don't remember which caravan she was a part of.
Excellent. Would you like to perceive or investigate to try to find Fett? Will
Yeah.
you ask people questions and try to ascertain the location of Fett with your interrogation skills investigating, or are you just going to look around? Are you going to do both?
I'm gonna ask people if they've seen Fett.
Perfect. That will be investigation.
I'm gonna be back in about 2 minutes.
Excellent. That's fine. You're at the front of the caravan anyway.
Oh, that is a low number. I rolled
A what?
5.
A 5?
So investigate.
Excellent. Everyone you ask in the caravan either ignores you, does not give you the time of day, dismisses you, or has never heard of Fett.
Okay, then I just yell at the top of my pet's name.
Performance check, please.
I'm better at performance than I am at investigation, so. Ah, that's 20!
Oh my god. Hilariously, you yell the name of Fett as loud as you can. Could you yell Fett, please?
I don't really want to yell Fett.
You yell Fett. Let's just pretend
Yeah,
you
I
yell
yell
Fett.
Fett.
And suddenly the bag you're holding full of mushrooms rustles.
And obviously look down to see Fett.
And a small gnome pops out. A small
But there's
mushroom head.
Fett. I just kind of give her the bag. That she's trying to
Yep.
get through.
Did you know there's
Sounds
mushrooms
true.
in here?
Yeah. They're pretty mushrooms.
Fett's
And
just-
truffles. I put some of the truffles in there.
Mmm. These are really cool. I've never seen these ones before. They're stripy. I like stripy mushrooms.
I figured you would.
Without asking for permission, she's already like planting them in her backpack full of soil.
I threw one at a tree.
Fett turns
You
around.
said, "Bro?"
Fett turns around and just faces you. You did what?
I threw one into a tree.
Where? Where's this tree? She's looking around
With
furtively.
the chef.
With the chef? He'll cook them! She stomps her
Well,
feet.
The tree. Mushrooms long gone.
Oh.
The tree had teeth.
She like kicks the snow. That's
Oh
sad.
look, I got you a whole bag of mushrooms and truffles.
Oh.
Truffles are good. I bet Ali would like pull out one of the truffles she kept for herself and start eating it.
Excellent. I suppose there's a lot of mushrooms. Okay, we can be friends. And she like picks random mushrooms from her back and like gives them to you.
I have a collection of mushrooms. I'm like, oh, thank you.
Yeah. She gives you a
Are
little
they
clump.
shiny? Are they shiny mushrooms?
Are they shiny mushrooms?
Yeah.
One
I
of
like
them is.
shiny things.
One of them's glowing
Yeah,
blue.
that one's my favorite.
You now have 4 random mushrooms. One of them
Okay.
is glowing blue. Fett gives them a little pat as if saying goodbye. And then
Oh.
hands them over to Ali.
I put them in my bag with my truffles.
Perfect. They're literally growing on like a little clump of sort of mossy soil. It does smell a bit funny, but you do have mushrooms.
Yeah.
Nice. Requin, while all this is going on, what are you doing?
She'd be probably observing Fett, having never met her, but also a sort of a softer expression on her face as that reminds her of a child she used to know.
Yeah. Fett is funny because Fett is extremely childlike, but also just like a fully grown gnome.
Yeah, I assume so.
Yeah. Yeah. Just really interested in mushrooms.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Who wouldn't be?
Fett sort of hold on to themselves and sort of shivers. It's much colder on top of things, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what happens when you come up this way.
Yeah.
You
Normally,
have a cloak?
well, I've got mushrooms.
Might want a cloak. With like fur on it?
But won't the fur get all sticky?
Possibly, but it'll keep you warm.
Fett's not sure she likes cloaks.
Well, then you'll have to carry fire with you.
Fett's not sure
What
she
about
likes
some
fire.
just really warm boots?
Fett likes boots. I've got boots. She
Yeah.
holds up her boots one at a time to show you.
Put them on. They'll keep your feet warm.
Okay, Fett's gonna go find some boots. And Fett proudly marches off, looking underneath caravans, calling out, "Boots! Boots?
Oh,
Boots!
Adorable.
she's so cute.
Boots, says Fat.
I think we need to go buy her some boots. But first, we're gonna find this really curious one.
Yep.
Not at all helping with the snow. We're like, no, we're gonna meet.
Oh yeah. No. Like, what can we do?
Very true. There's no trees here. I'm not comfortable at all.
Excellent. So, are you then looking for Helestra's caravan?
Yes, looking for the Curiosity's caravan.
Are we investigating or perceiving?
Well, I'm better at perceiving.
Excellent.
Same here.
So you both look at each other and just like look at all the
That's not
people that are
investigate.
around. Look at all the people that are around, and you're just like, social interaction. Yeah, nah.
Enough.
Yeah, nah. And you begin looking around.
Oof.
Oh, that was dramatic.
Hey, Ali, just remember, most of these caravans are made of wood, which technically used to be trees.
Ooh.
I rolled a 9, which would make up 18.
18? Not bad, not bad.
Oh, what? I got a 3
I
plus
chose
6.
Perception.
Perfect.
So do I see anything curious and mysterious
You do.
and beautiful?
In fact, you see two separate caravans that are labeled with strange. One is labeled with strange writings, which is this one here, and another one nearby is again labeled with Mysteries of the Worlds as a name on the side of the shop. So again, this one is covered in as many languages as you can imagine, and all of them you can't read. It seems to just be made up gibberish. And this one over here, labeled Mysteries of the World.
Okay. Do we go to the one literally named Mysterious, or the one that is mysterious?
Discusses Ali with Requin.
Oh, right. I didn't see those two before.
Right there.
Welcome back. Yeah, I suppose it can't hurt to investigate the one labeled Mysteries of the World. She seemed quite profound in her collection, and would probably state that openly.
Then we'll try that one first.
Oh gosh. Okay, who's brave enough to knock on the door?
I guess I'll knock on the door.
Excellent. Ali, you knock on the door. You hear some shuffling inside. And then the door opens. This is a very strange caravan. It's literally a flatbed with a sort of tower spire in it, about 2 stories tall. When the door opens, a strange creature greets you.
The birdie.
It is an owl. Oh, hello. And who are you?
It's a great question. I've been asking myself that every day.
I look to the stars and the bird just looks up at the sky for a full 30 seconds without saying anything. It seems it is nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Who are you?
Who? I am Elosa. I am Stargazer.
Got that from the sky gazing. Wait, can you see? It's daytime now, isn't it?
You? But the stars are always visible to those who gaze upon them. Have you not looked at the stars to see your own fortunes?
Not really. I don't have pleasant memories with the stars.
Ooh. Would you like a cup of tea? I'm
We're
not
actually looking for someone.
Ooh. Who might that be?
I start describing the drow. So I've once again forgotten her name.
Halestra.
Halestra.
Alestra.
Alestra.
Ooh. She sounds fascinating. I will keep my eyes on the stars for them.
Hey, thank you.
Do you know why we've stopped here?
I point
There's
to the
a-
snow.
Yeah.
Elisar, the owl, now looks down at the ground and says, "Ooh, indeed you are right, it is snowing here. I am Elisar. Should you wish to know about the stars, or should you find anything relating to the great art of telling the futures of this world, you will come see me for a cup of tea, won't you?"
Almost.
Perhaps.
Well, do tell me when we move again. It's
Okay.
a dreadful, dreadful drain on my instruments.
Stopping. Stopping hurts good. Okay, whatever. I just accept that.
Well, good day to you. And Elisar just sort of stands there looking blankly at you. Not moving.
Let's move on, shall
This
we?
is starting to freak me out. It's gonna slowly walk away.
Yeah.
Even as
Oh,
you walk
boy.
away, Elisar is like still just staring out into blank space where you were.
Should we try the other caravan then?
Yep.
Eska, are you back?
I would have gotten incredibly bored moving snow and not wanting to be a complete asshole. I will use one of my unseen servant spell uses to help them for another hour.
Perfect.
Shovel the snow.
They are making really good progress on clearing the snow away. It should be done pretty soon, and the caravan will be able to move forward. It's mostly at this point just shoring up the walls of the avalanche that they've cleared so it doesn't re-avalanche down on top of the caravans when you're moving through.
Yeah, so I would have gotten bored and just done that and came back.
Excellent. So, it is at this point, as the two of you are moving away from Elisar's caravan towards the other caravan nearby, Elisar still peering out from his caravan just into space. You see Eska heading back.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Delightfully droll that work is.
That's why I'm not over that.
Excellent.
And I'll look at the caravan that they're looking at. Now, are any of the languages Draconic, Infernal, or Primordial?
Yes.
I
There
can
is
read
all three of those. Excellent. It says shop.
It just says shop all
It has
over it.
literally been written in every language you can imagine. The word shop all over this caravan.
All right. That's amazing.
Aska seems to find this really happy. Really, really good.
Should
Right.
I knock on the door?
It's a shop, so I guess.
I knock on the door.
Excellent. Ali once again bravely knocks on the door. And you hear a banging and clattering and a voice inside. Oh, what's, hey, who's, damn it. You hear a sort of quick footsteps. And it is at this point that the door swings open and you see nothing. There's no one standing in the door.
Hello? Is everyone okay in there?
Sorry, the hat. And you see a hat appear into your field of view. Down here, damn it. And you look down, and there is a very small cat who has now put on a very tall hat. Haha! Welcome you all to Whimsicott's Magical Wares. Fantastic to see you. Absolutely fantastic. Well, what are you doing out there in the cold? Do you want to buy something? Look about these. He holds up this bag of sort of small black pins. Dangerous, you know, from the farthest reaches of somewhere. I'm not sure where the guy says. It's fine. I'm sure they're very useful. And these, he just sort of drops the pins on the ground and pulls out a whole collection of badges, all of different makes and designs. He says, surely one of these is magical. I haven't figured out which one yet. What are you going to buy? You look inside the caravan, it's literally just full of things hanging off every side, rafter, top, bottom, roof, floor is covered in items.
Is this an efficient way to run a shop?
A what?
A shop?
Who said there was a shop here? Who told you?
Well,
Oh, yeah.
your caravan.
Written
Oh, yeah.
all over your caravan.
Ah, yes, of course, of course. Yes, this is Whimsicott's Magical Wares of Everywheres.
Of
You must
everywhere?
buy. You must buy, of course.
Do you have anything useful?
Useful, good sir. Everything's useful. One man's use is another man's something. I forget the phrase. But here, look at these. And he holds up several dark-looking staves. Ancient, evil, full of magic. Surely you would like one. Cheaper by the dozen, don't you know?
No, you started with the word evil. I think
Ah.
I'll reach out and touch one, just like to scent with my like innate magic to see if any of them are magic.
Excellent. They all appear to be magical except for 3, which just appear to look terribly evil. Several of them just sort of seem to be designed to give bad vibes, as though to feel evil but actually aren't. Obviously, they are a bit of a scam, a bit of a ruse to sell to the uninitiated common folk. Although one of them does seem to be magical and has some charges of Eldritch Blast in it, but seems to be depleted somehow.
I'll take that one, pointing to the one that actually got charged.
Ah,
Spent.
yes, of course, sir, of course. Now, given to me by an ancient warrior who raided the Lich King himself in the north of the south part of the Western Lands. I couldn't part with it, surely, for any less than 22 gold pieces. I understand. You must understand that this is breaking me to sell it this cheap, but to you, my new friend, I will, of course, do a bargain. 15.
I won't even haggle. I'm just drop 15
Wow.
gold. No, like I don't care. I just care that he doesn't have that.
He just sort of grasps at the coins and puts them in his purse. Ah, pleasure. Doing business with you. Now, you other two fine... He sort of looks you up and down. People, I assume? Anything I can grab for you from my bank of curiosities?
I'll whisper to both of them. Anything magical, pass it to me first.
Not that or anything in particular.
Not after anything, surely. Surely. There's something that I can give you.
About a pack of cards. I like playing cards.
Cards? Yes, I've got cards of every sort, size, shape, and size. He literally dives back into the pile of things in his caravan. You can see there's things flying everywhere. Cracking against the wall, vases breaking, things falling. He comes out with a small box, blows dust off it. Please make a Constitution save, Ali.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not a good roll. 7.
Excellent. You sneeze several times. Your nose is now full of dust.
Maybe I don't need the card.
He he looks up. Oh, bless you. Gosh, what's wrong with her? Too cold outside? Look at these. And he opens the case. There are 3 amazing decks of cards inside. They are decorative. They are beautiful. They are in little cases. These were taken from an ancient kingdom. He waves his hands very dramatically. These, of course, all come with mystical powers to tell the future, to change fates themselves, to play games, I've been told, if you learn the rules.
So they're tarot cards?
So,
Or are they normal playing cards?
that's a good question.
Tarot cards tell the future, but playing cards in a game. But you can play a game with tarot cards.
Ah, fantastic. I'll have to look into that.
Can I look at the decks and see what kind of cards they have?
He sort of pulls them back a little bit. Madame, these are mint condition, never opened. You wouldn't lower their value by checking what's inside, would you?
Well, maybe there isn't any cards inside at all, and that's why you weren't shown to.
Well, I say, if you want to open the original packaging and lose value, that's your choice after purchase.
Can I try and snatch one off him to open?
What are you trying to do?
Snatch one of the decks.
Excellent. Yeah, let's use a sleight of hand there.
17?
17. Excellent. You are fast, but Whimsicott is fast. He sees, he says, no. Looking, not touching. These are far too valuable.
But I simply won't buy anything without having at least a peek.
At least a peek, you say.
Of every single card.
Very well. How about we come to an arrangement? If you would like to inspect the merchandise, I will need to be recompensated for the loss of value. I would say 25 to peek, another 25 to buy. You know, they lose half their value as soon as you drive them off the lot, he says, giving Requin a little bit of an elbow and a wink.
Sure, why not? 50 golds for a pack of cards seems way overpriced, but I'm sure I could get that back by winning a few games.
Holds out a large padded paw, beckoning for coins.
I give him 25 gold.
Excellent. Now, which one would you like to have a look at? There are 3. There is a green, a blue, and a red deck.
Which one's the shiniest?
The blue one is the shiniest.
I will ask to look at the blue one then.
Excellent. They appear to be excellently well-made playing cards. Would you like to roll percentage for me?
Yeah. 64.
64. Do I have the thing that I'm looking for here? That is fine.
Magic. So, Eska, would you
What?
look at them?
I would want to make an Arcana check, yes.
Excellent.
I'm just looking if they're not like brick cards. I'm just looking for a normal deck. That's all I want to look at.
Yeah. I think this guy is very, very dubious, and if those cards were to explode when you open the deck, I would want to know before you did so.
Whimsicott at this point is just like looking aghast at the things that are being said about him by Esker to Ali.
I got a 23 on my Arcana.
How dare you disparage my good name? The name Whimsicott is known throughout the entire land. These are nothing but decorative, amazing playing cards, although some say they were told to tell the future, he says mystically, waving his hands around. Your Arcana check reveals no magic from any of these cards.
I will, as harshly as possible, tell him that his cards are a load of crap. They're just nothing.
Yes,
They're
that's
just normal deck cards.
That is what they all said about the great prophet who used them. But those who cannot see will not learn to see. He's trying to sound mysterious.
I will second level cast Shatter on the cliff behind us where there's nobody around, and be like, bang, and be like, this is true power.
Wow.
Intimidate, please.
Yep. Intimidation, you say. 18.
Excellent. Right. Well, how about here. And he gives you and Requin. So Esker gets the green deck of cards, Requin gets the red one, and Ali gets the blue one. He says, of course, a sign of our good friendship ongoing. Now, I'm really quite busy. I must be getting back to it. Good day. Door slams. Door slams. Very scared.
I'm taking them out and I start shuffling them and doing tricks with them.
They are very well balanced cards.
Yeah.
How many charges does this stone have of Eldritch Blast?
The wand, it only has...
It's a wand.
Yeah, it's a wand. Yeah, like a rod.
Yep.
There is only one.
Oh, only one?
Yes. It does seem to be depleted in some way, as though it's not able to be recharged quickly or possibly at all. It's really unclear what the problem with it is. But you think if you have a look at it, you might be able to figure it out.
Yeah. Oh. I'm just glad that, one, he didn't rip off us too much, and two, we took a dangerous magical item off him.
Says Esker to the party.
There's probably hundreds of those in that little benefice.
One less is better than him having one of these.
Even as you are talking, you hear a small explosion from inside Whimsicott's van.
Yeah, that seems about right.
You hear a muffled voice. Damn it!
But this still wasn't the caravan route.
Where did I put that damn bucket of water?
Smoke's billowing out.
Maybe we should look for a caravan that has no windows.
Yeah?
Well, drows don't like sunlight.
Have you asked anyone?
No.
That's right, Esker wasn't here. We both decided.
No, we asked the owl.
We both decided social interaction was not worth it.
I'll sigh and then move to the first person I see and describe Alestra and be like, where does she live?
Excellent. The first person you see is one of the maintenance workers who helps to repair the caravans. Is no time, mate, no time. We have to move. They've cleared the blockage. We're well behind. We need to get to the campsite before winter hits, before the nighttime falls. Get on, move. He keeps moving down the line, telling people to move forward, and the caravans begin lumbering forward, as though shocking them out of their state. As the caravan begins to move forward, the owl, Elistar, sort of shocks back awake, turns around, and just walks back in, closing the door without a single word.
Guess we wait till we make camp then. Let's keep going. It's just so mysterious.
Perfect. It is not long before the party makes their way, moving forward, and Jack.
Jack's just been dancing behind us.
Excellent. Before you can retire to your caravan for the night, as the twilight begins to fall, party, you find yourself in a sheltered part of the wilderness. The owners of the caravans are parking them close together for safety. Small fires have been lit. All around the area. Jack is here with Ali. Requin and Eska. Jack's little head needs to go over here. There you go, Jack. Happy birthday, Jack. Excellent. This snowy area, protected by cliffs nearby, is where a lot of the caravans have parked. In your search for Halethstra, however, you are still on guard duty, and you are wandering through, just keeping an eye on the safety of everyone involved. As you move through, please roll perception. Can you find Halethstra's caravan?
18.
I got 18 as well.
I got 11.
Excellent. Eska is not really paying attention too much. They're just walking around trying to figure out where Halestra lives. However, Requin and Ali, you notice something strange from the cliff face near where these caravans are parked. It appears to be a small hollow, a cave of some sort, and the snow around it is melting, as though it is warmer inside than it should be.
Is there a light coming from it?
There is not,
Weird.
but no one seems to have noticed or cared about it. They're parked quite close. If there is a danger inside, this could be trouble.
We should investigate.
We go have a look? Yeah, I say we go have a look. It doesn't look normal. Should we tell Eska this?
Eska is
What?
intently
I'm-
studying a suspicious rock.
If you don't tell me, I won't know. So, like,
We're like, hey, Eska,
what? Sorry.
pay attention.
Where? What are we looking at?
Melting ice.
Melting ice? In
Melting
this
ice.
climate?
I just start walking towards it.
Excellent.
And I'll follow.
Yeah.
This is definitely a cave of some sorts, and it seems like it is deep, deeper than a small cave. And there's definitely warmer air coming from inside.
See anything inside?
With your dark vision, you can see a sort of sloping ramp that goes down.
Okay.
What appears to be a pit at the bottom.
There's something down there. I think. You can see it goes down.
Roll a survival check or a perception, your choice.
28.
28. Excellent.
Yeah.
Listening closely, you can definitely hear the sounds of something large moving around inside. It can't be too large, because how would it fit through that hole? The hole is only about 3 feet by 3 feet.
There's something in there.
We must
I don't know what it is.
dispatch it or
Friendly.
move it along.
I am gonna look inside
Excellent. Ali
and
ducks
try
inside.
not to fall right as it goes down. So I'm, like,
It is
cautious where I step.
nice and rocky and secure ground as you begin to move
Okay.
down.
Oh,
Eska, would you like to go inside the rock face? I know you
Yes.
don't like stone.
I don't like the thing I'm literally made out of.
Yeah. Requiem will like sort of glance at her surroundings behind her before going in as well.
Okay. All around,
Everyone
people
else
are just
is involved.
happily setting up their camp, the caravan, blissfully unaware of the danger.
Does Requiem have dungeons?
No.
I would prestidigitation a little fire in my hand.
Excellent. The fire burning in your hand lights up the small cave beneath.
Thank you.
It appears to be a natural formation. And as you move down, Ali and Jack get to the bottom first, followed by Eska, and Requiem is still on the ramp. Where's Jack's head? Get over here, Jack. Perfect. So, there is definitely something living here, though. There are bones and remains of victims, both humanoid and animal. Something, a predator, has been fighting here.
Okay, I'm gonna be on guard and moving more stealthily now.
Excellent. Roll for your stealth and also roll for perception. The other two of you can also do the same if you so wish.
Stealth is a natural one.
Oh no!
And perception's also a natural one. Coming away.
I got a 10 for perception.
Oh my god.
Empty.
Okay. I'd like to point out that Ali... Oh no. A witch has cursed you.
We don't make mistakes. We have happy accidents.
Oh
Yeah,
no.
but now that's a disadvantage.
You have a good witch, Nara, and you can feel their love flowing towards you, Ali. However, there is also a wicked witch of the West, Bishop, who is causing this roll at disadvantage. So you may re-roll your stealth or your perception, but it will be at disadvantage.
I'm gonna reroll stealth.
You re-roll your stealth.
Yeah. The lowest one there is a 6, becomes a 17.
17 in total.
Yeah, actually that worked out wonderfully.
That's good.
Hell yeah.
That. Perfect.
I can't see anything. Oh my god.
The
I still have an at 1 perception.
better than one. The two witches are arguing somewhere over the top of it. I just imagine that the witch Bishop and the witch Nara are just like stirring the same cauldron, but one's a good witch and one's a bad witch, and they're just passively aggressively undoing each other's curses. They're doing that in chat right now. Unfortunately, Ali, you have stepped on a bone, and it snaps. Even more unfortunately, with your very, very low perception, you do not realize, although the other two do, that the bone you stepped on was in the mouth of an enormous crocodile.
There! Alex Green.
Or a crocodilian of some sort. It is orange and red, and appears to be radiating heat.
Oh.
You feel nice and comfortably warm.
Yeah.
The
Except that Standing on its mouth.
Correct. You are right next to it.
Uh,
Unfortunately, Ali has not noticed it.
oh, I did notice it. Okay.
Somewhere off in the distance, the witches are still arguing about how correctly the pot is being stirred. Perfect. So, can you please all roll advantage? Ali, you will be going last regardless.
That's a 14.
Better than an 11.
How have you been getting so low?
Because I only have a +2 to initiative.
Still. Surely, at one point, you must get something high.
Initiatives is the whiz score, isn't it? No, dex.
Charity.
Yeah, no, my dex is only a 14.
Okay, let me just do this quickly. I need to go back to here and to here and to here. And oh gosh, that needs to be smaller. Aha, there he is.
Oh, cool.
Fire crocodile.
That's so cool.
It's a Dodongo.
It does
We're
appear to
fighting
be so.
Dodongo.
In any case, suddenly, with a loud hiss, the beast thrashes. Requin, you are the first to react.
Yeah, okay. So she's going to, like, immediately notice as the bone cracks, this crocodile, and her lips tighten, and she will, like, wave her hands in a sort of mystical way, and will try an attempt to cast blindness on the crocodile.
Excellent.
Please make a con save.
That is a nat 1.
Yay. It is blinded.
Excellent. Crocs is blinded. Immediately, Crocs begins thrashing around, as though they have sand stuck in their eyes. Would you like to take any other actions, Requin?
Not at that moment, no.
Excellent. Requin holds their ground up on the ramp. Eska, your action, please.
I will cast Ray of Frost.
Excellent.
I get a 21.
Perfect. That will hit. A
Lovely. Get
A delivery guy runs in. His name is Ray. He delivers some frost
Wow.
Oh my god.
to the crocodile. He is the Ray of Frost. Deal your damage, please, Eska.
14 with a massive sigh.
Excellent. So, Eska has cast a Ray of Frost. Eska, would you like to take any other actions? As the ice beats down upon the crocodilian, it steams and sizzles.
Do I notice that if the ice does extra damage?
Roll perception.
One perception roll for a nat 20.
Nat 20. It definitely has. It appears to have seared and burnt into the crocodilian croc's skin. Almost like a reverse burn.
Yeah.
Any other action?
No, that's it.
Excellent. Ali, unfortunately, the steam that has issued forth from where the ice has hit Crocs is spraying all over yourself. Please make a dexterity save to dive out of the way. Do it with disadvantage since you are not aware.
I rolled 12 on both dice, which become 20.
It's pretty high still.
Ooh.
Pretty high. You would take half, but I believe you have uncanny dodge.
Yes, I do.
The rogue, as though sensing with their sixth sense that something is wrong, you react and you flatten yourself against the wall nearby. The steam passes over you and you're able to protect yourself from the damage.
When I take quarter damage,
Doesn't uncanny dodge take no damage?
no, it halves the damage.
I'm thinking 3.5 edition. That's okay. Halves the damage. Not a problem at all. You take 5 damage from the steam, which would be halved and then halved again, so it'll be 1.
Yeah. Although I'm still hurt from that last battle.
Yeah, the steam
Oh,
is steamy.
But I'm okay. It's fine.
okay.
So, Crocs snaps and claps their jaws together, threateningly. You hear loud grunting noises coming from them. And it thrashes around. As it does, embers and flames spray from its skin, from its mouth, all over the battlefield. Everybody please make a Constitution save. There is no avoiding
Great at
them.
those.
16.
16 will pass.
21.
21 will pass.
6.
6 will not. Unfortunately, Requin, some of the little sparks and embers have lit parts of your outfit on fire. Jack,
Ooh.
Oh, I'm sorry. I totally forgot to roll for him. Oh, he got a nat 20. I think he's...
Jack is apparently flameproof.
Well, I mean, I feel like he's partially fire, right? He's
Yeah.
always glowing.
That is true. That is true.
True.
Jack's lantern just glows brighter.
Yeah.
Requin, you take 4 damage as 4 embers have hit you and begin searing holes in your outfit, burning your skin beneath.
Ugh.
These embers are hot. Shine bright like a Diamond Jack arc. Oh gosh. Croc is immediately going to snap at Ali, trying to grab you and put you into a death throw. That is a nat 1. Crocs is
Wow.
blind.
Yeah!
I'm not even going to bother rolling with disadvantage because Crocs is blind. Thankfully, Crocs does have tremor sense, so he does know where you all are, it seems. But still being blind is discombobulating. Crocs has missed. Ali, as the large brutish beast snaps at where you just were, would you like to take an attack of opportunity as a reaction?
I sure would.
Now, how tree-shaped is Crocs? How convinced can you be that...
Alright, a 27 to hit.
27 will hit for
Woohoo.
sure. Ali
Is anyone
convinces
else but me
himself.
standing next to him?
No. Currently, it is
Oh,
just yourself.
I do. Oh, max damage. I do. 13. Yes, I do.
Oh, God.
So maybe it does look like a tree.
Ali has convinced himself that Crocs is a tree. Their rapier pierces into the fiery beast's side, dealing damage, and more embers fall out. Ali, you're attacking in melee range. Please make a Constitution save.
9?
9 will not pass. You take 1 damage as an ember lights part of your shirt on fire, your side now burning with the flames. You also take 3 damage from the pure radiant heat of being this close to Crocs.
Yeah. I need to get away with it. My damage.
Mutters Ali.
Yeah.
Ali, it is your turn, thankfully.
Cool. I'm going to disengage
Excellent. Ali disengages. Where would you like to move, Ali?
and move my max speed away, which is 35 feet away.
Okay. You
And
can move to here.
I'm no longer in the fire range. I am going to shoot with my bow.
Ali confidently declares.
I'm gonna try.
Please hit.
Look at Crux. Look how happy he is to be eating.
Aww.
Would you focus camera? He's eating Jack.
No.
Nom 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 nom.
Very numb.
Perfect.
I rolled a 16 to hit, yeah.
16 will hit.
Yay!
The arrow pierces into the side of Crocs.
It does 10 damage.
10 damage is dealt.
And then Jack is gonna attack. I just tell him to attack.
Excellent. Jack picks up once again the giant gravestone.
And rolls a 12 to hit.
Well, he's getting better every time by like 1. The gravestone hits the creature, but its armored head is just too strong.
You got this, Jack. I believe in you.
Jack looks directly at the camera and smiles.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's me and Jack.
Excellent. Jack is going to take some damage for being in melee range. Please roll a Constitution save for Jack.
I don't think this passes.
Oh wait,
This
I need
is
to move Jack's head.
10. He rolled a 10.
I'm gonna find a jack-o'-lantern guy to be Jack. We could always,
That's a good
we
idea.
could always just make Jack the Spectre of Death.
Oh,
The Spectre of Death does have like a jack-o'-lantern head.
True.
Maybe as Jack levels up, maybe he'll become the Spectre of Death.
He knew the spectre.
Ali, you created him.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I got cursed by him. I don't know if that's the same thing. How much damage does Jack take?
He failed. Perfect. He takes
Yeah.
1 damage from a burning ember, and 3 damage from being just this close to the radiant heat.
Okay, Jack looks a little hurt. That's okay because he can't die.
That is true. He just regenerates. God, maybe he is death. Oh, Lord. Requin, seeing all this unfold, arrows flying, Jack hitting the creature with a distinct bonk on the head. The ice chilling the creature's side, and the embers floating through the air everywhere. What would you like to do? You are still burning, by the way. So Ali is burning for 1. Requin, you burn for 4. This turn as well.
Great. That's
Unless
so
you
fun.
extinguish them.
Yeah, because I have things that can do that.
You can take an action and just pat yourself down to try to put them out.
True.
Or just stop, drop, and
Okay.
roll. Use your move action.
Stop drawing.
You remember
Well,
back
actually,
to...
yeah, I was planning to actually use my movement to get away from this.
Yeah.
From Croc.
Yeah.
Because they're dangerous. I'll use my 30 feet of movement close to Ali.
Yep.
Um,
You don't want to stop,
and
drop, and roll?
I will not stop, drop, and roll. But I will try and pat down. I assume my sleeves are on fire because...
Yeah, it's just like you got hit by 4 of the embers, so it's just like all over your shirt and pants, just like
Right.
burning holes in it and then burning the skin underneath.
Oh,
So
fine.
just-
Yeah, no, I'll pat myself down.
Ali's was on her shirt, yours is just all over your whole body, like 4 just separate embers.
School is on fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, con save?
No, you've failed the con save. You are now just burning for 4 every turn if you don't put them out. So you've already burnt for 4 at the start of this turn. If you don't put them out, it'll
Yeah.
be 4 again.
Okay, yeah, I'll try and put them out.
Perfect.
Okay.
You will need to use an action. Roll
I
percentage.
shall. Right. Okay. 23.
23. You. Excellent. You only put one out. The other 3 are still smouldering.
That is frustrating. Yeah, while she's trying to do this, she'll sort of yell over to Eska. You seem to be competent at this. And freeze him or something, whatever it is you do. And we'll give you very, very inspiring words of budding inspiration.
Wunderbar.
You know that Requin's being passive aggressive and sarcastic, Eska, but it actually makes you want to succeed more, and that's what Requin actually wanted.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know Eska's mental
His triggers.
triggers.
Like a puppet on your string.
Boy, Rockhead, do better.
Yep. It's exactly how this went down.
Yep.
In fact, it is Eska's turn.
It is.
Eska, you were not burnt, so you are not burning.
Lovely stuff. We love to see it.
Rocks are harder to burn.
They are. It's strange to me that I do not have fire resistance. I will Ray of Frost again, seeing as I know that frost magic does lots of damage.
It does appear to.
For a 26.
26 will definitely hit. The ray of frost ripples from your hands again into the side of Crocs.
14
flaming
nice
crocodilian.
damage.
14 again.
Yeah, I rolled 2 7s this time instead of a 6 and an 8.
Excellent. Crocs hisses again. More steam splays off. Jack will need to make a dexterity save to avoid the steam.
15.
15 will not pass. Jack will take
Yeah.
6 damage.
Oh my god, still just alive.
Unfortunately, unless Eska has any more actions to take,
I will move back towards Requin, I reckon. Just staying away from the fire as much as possible. Yeah, about there.
perfect. Protecting Requin. Unfortunately, it is Croc's turn. Crocs once again sheds embers across the entire cave. They float and move. They are everywhere. Please make a Constitution save.
No, not good roll. Oh my god.
16.
16 will
11.
pass. 11 will not.
14.
14 will not. So, Ali, you now have 2 more embers smoldering on your clothes.
Yeah.
Jack has 4 embers. Requin has 1 more again.
Right.
So Requin's up to 4. Jack has 3. And Ali has 2 now. 2? What did I roll for you? I forgot already.
2, I believe, yeah.
So I rolled another 2, so you have 3 in total, Ali.
3 in total.
Okay, so you also take 2 damage to Ali, 1 to Requin, and 3 to Jack.
Jack is down.
Jack
Aw.
has fallen. Where would you like Jack to reappear?
Oh, doesn't he always appear behind me?
Oh yeah, that is true.
And he's back.
Jack is suddenly there. Perfect. All smouldering. Croc, with Jack's previously alive body, begins thrashing around and rips the body to shreds.
Ooh.
Oh, bye, Jack.
Jack puts his hand on your shoulder, and you're sure that a small tear of pumpkin juice rolls down his smiling face.
Like, at Jack's head.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
Hey Stace, how you going? Welcome in.
It's so fitting.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that sound?
Of course.
Oh lord. Croc is using their entire action. They are still blind. They are ripping apart the dead remains of Jack the Lantern. Meanwhile, it is Ali's turn. Ali, you immediately burn for 3 with the embers still smoldering on you.
I'm gonna have to put these fires out. I'm gonna use my
Excellent.
action.
Using your action, roll percentage, please.
Okay. 55.
55, you put out 2 of the embers. You
Well,
now
I'm
only
not
have...
as on fire.
Yeah, now, says Ali proudly to the party.
Yeah. And tell Jack to attack again.
Excellent. Jack rushes in, maul held high. Make an attack, Jack. Oh wait, I gotta move Jack's head.
He
I'll
got
give him
a
this-
7!
Jack, you're getting worse.
Oh,
Jack,
maybe it's like every time he dies, he has to like reacquaint himself with the weight.
oh no.
Are you giving the
This
plus
weapon
4?
was a bad idea. I should have sold it as a magic person.
Are you
I'm trying to convince him it was some kind of ancient replica. I'm gonna do that now, I think.
You got the +4 to your attacks yet?
Yeah, sorry, it was a 3 which became a 7.
Wow.
Oh.
The dice hate Jack, man. Absolutely, they hate Jack. Perfect. Ali, your turn spent. You have put yourself mostly out of fire. Requin, you are taking 4 damage from being very much more on fire.
Very much more on fire. Yep. Woo. Man. Can I look at the rest of the party and see how they're doing health-wise?
Yes, you quickly look around and perceive.
Perceive.
I'm at half health.
I have some scratches, but I'm alright.
Pardon?
I have some scratches, but I'm alright.
Okay.
I'm still mostly hurt from the tree.
Oof. That tree.
Now I'm also scorched.
Oh man, I knew I should have prepared that. That's fine. I will probably just then try and put myself out again.
Excellent. Requin quickly tries to pat out the fires all over themselves.
Yes. 97.
97. This time, learning from your mistakes, you pat all the fires at once, and you put them out.
Woo.
Requin, you are
Yay.
still smoking, but now no longer being burnt by the fiery embers.
And I guess that's all I'll do. Very helpful, I know.
Explains Requin to Eska.
Thanks.
You got this, I'm sure.
Yeah. He's quite large, though.
I'll be fine.
What would you like to do, Eska? You'll be fine.
Yeah, I might do that. Alright. I am going to cast at 2nd level Ice Knife.
Excellent.
and- So, what's your inspiration die?
It's a D8.
D8. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it sure does. The ice knife
Wonder-
plunges deep into Croc's rocky hard flesh.
For 9 piercing damage, and then can it please make a Dex 15 save?
A dex save.
Yeah, Dex 15.
Wow. I've not got a 15.
You've not got a 15?
No.
Nah, alright. It will take an additional 6 cold damage. Oh, how big is he as well?
He is large in size.
Okay, so Jack doesn't need to make this saves. Cool.
Excellent. However, the ice knife appears to have pierced too deep into Croc's hide. Huge amounts of steam erupt out. Jack and Esker will need to make a dexterity save to avoid it.
If only I was playing. 17?
17 will pass. You will take half damage. Jack?
Plus 5.
5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he doesn't have good dex.
7 damage is dealt. It'll be 3 to Esker who passed. But Crocs has perished. And the giant lizard seems to glow fitfully and eventually extinguish with a final puff of smoke.
Gonna pet the other fire out. I'm still on fire. Can I get... Alright,
You do.
be on fire anymore?
Everybody quickly pats out the embers and fires.
Yeah, this stays so good.
Save state, quick.
Yeah.
Save.
Saving. Control S.
Yep.
Excellent. So, with Crocs defeated, you all look at each other. You're glad you found this. That thing could have caused mayhem in the middle of the night.
Oh yeah.
The wood.
Is there anything else in this cave?
That's a good question, Ali. Would you like to have a look around?
I sure would. 23 for perception.
23 for perception. Ali, you look around. Please roll percentage for me.
33.
33.
Yeah.
Ali, you find a small purse that has 20 gold coins inside. Although when you pick it up, a small eye opens on the front and looks at you. It is a coin purse of disapproval. It's a black leather purse, has a red eye on the front, and it will squint disapproving at you if you ever take money out.
Okay. I don't really care.
Says Ali to the purse. It squints. Would anyone else like to have a look at what strange things are around in this cave?
I would like to... 2 things. I would like to investigate the Croc's body and see how many complete skeletons I can make.
How many complete skeletons you can make from Croc's body?
No, from
All
like
the
the
bodies
remains.
around.
Yeah.
At least 16, you would imagine.
16. Wow. Okay. And I would like to investigate Croc's body.
You investigate Croc's body?
Yeah, for a filthy 20.
Excellent. They have a strong soul.
Ooh, I would like to capture that.
Excellent. You throw your soul capturing Pokeball. That's the thing, Nara. Nara and Bishop, the Grey Witch is definitely Requin. But Requin is not stirring the pot right now.
Hang on. I got a 18.
18?
Yep.
He will try to resist you, but fails.
Nice.
You capture the strong soul from this fiery beast Crocs. They agree to go with you.
Hopefully.
Meanwhile, Requin, what would you like to do?
Yes. I will also look around for any potential dangers or... Yep, that seems about right. That's Nat 1.
A nat 1?
Oh, no.
Yeah, that seems about right.
How many scorpions can I find?
Rolls a D100. So there is now 73 scorpions on you.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's well, that's not good for you. Let's find something fun, shall we?
We don't make
Sure.
Oh,
the accidents.
Oh,
a witch
how
is
sweet.
a witch is stirring the cauldron. Naradub will
sweet.
let you re-roll.
Okay. It's slightly better. Let's go. Not a Nat 1. Perception +6, so that will be a 15.
A 15. That's very excellent. I do like a 15. That's much cooler.
Ew. Yep.
Okay. Roll a percentage dice, please.
52.
52. Okay.
I feel like someone should have scouted this area before settling down.
Yeah, I'm 100% scolding the whoever just decided to not scout.
Not scout.
Could have been very dangerous.
Perfect. You find in the rubble around in one of the dead bodies that was sort of lying around in this lair, a small red dice. When you pick it up, it only has 5s on every face.
Oh, this thing.
It is a Ruby's Red Kiss die. You may choose to roll this dice instead of any d6 that you roll. You will always roll a 5 on it. So you may just, instead of rolling a 1d6, you just choose 5 instead. But each time you do so, it will reduce your wisdom by 2 until you take a long rest.
Yep, we love Ruby. She's so fun. Right.
So yeah, anytime you roll a 1d6 now, you can just choose to score 5 instead, but that will reduce your wisdom score by 2.
Yeah.
Semi-permanently.
I'll have to see.
Perfect.
What is my wisdom? Right, okay.
Before we leave the cave, I would like to gather 3 skeletons, and use all 3 of my spell slots to cast Animate Dead.
Perfect.
And create 3 skeleton thralls.
I'm going to have to get skeleton thralls printed, aren't I?
So I realized in later levels, if you ever let me summon a white, you might need to 72 skeletons.
Gross, I'm not printing that many skeletons.
Oh my goodness.
Because the whites, whenever they kill anything, 24 hours later, it raises a skeleton, and they can control up to 12 of them, and I can control up to 6 of those.
That sounds like a very end battle thing.
Yeah.
Lord.
I'm going to use slightly powerful souls so that I have some boosting stats.
Perfect. Excellent. So, having thoroughly searched the cave, the party and Jack head back up to the encampment. As you debrief in the middle of this encampment, skeletons all around, Jack as well. Where's Jack?
Definitely freaking people out with the undead army.
I feel
Yeah.
like kind of used to
Yeah.
it by now.
They should be used to it, given, like the skeletal ice horse and the undead owl and the like general creepiness that is Jack, even though he is a hoot.
That is true. Jack is kind of creepy.
But he dances.
He does dance. That's why people
Does.
like
That
him.
doesn't make him any less creepy.
True.
To teach him how to waltz.
Yes.
I thought he only danced to spooky, scary skeletons or This Is Halloween. Wasn't that?
Yeah, we can make like a remix or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Waltz cover of what they do.
Just make it 3/4 time and we're good.
This is Halloween. Du, du, du. Just like that.
Well, actually,
We'll
that's
work on
really
it.
interesting.
We'll work on it. We'll release the look. Listen, chat. The single's coming out later this year. Okay. We'll- Songs from the Darklands D&D campaign that you never asked for.
But no, you always need it.
But yeah, you always need it. Story continuing. As you debrief, you're asking for it now. As you debrief, out here in the real world, out of the cave, it is much colder. But it is at this point, the sun has set, people are settled into their wagons, that you hear a scream from somewhere nearby.
Not again.
Roll perception, every people.
4.
14!
14.
Just math. 22.
22. Requin. Can you please roll a 1d12?
Oh. That landed unevenly. 8.
Oh, brutal.
No. No.
Accompanying this scream is a whole lot of banging and crashing. And you see that it is coming from Whimsicott's caravan.
Oh.
You quickly rush over. Jack apparently got here first. Entering through the door. Jack is here. You see Whimsicott. Let me just find Whimsicott. NPCs. Whimsicott. You see Whimsicott, that strange cat that you interacted with before, pinned to the wall. A dark dagger straight through their chest. The dagger fading to shadow. The entire place is upended, although it's hard to tell because it was very messy before. On Whimsicott's face is locked a look of confusion and fear. They have breathed their last. The beast has struck again.
Is there anything around? Like any traces of the shadow?
You quickly look around, Requin. In the cluttered wagon, full of boxes and things strewn everywhere. Roll perception.
Ooh, this is actually really nice. I'm doing great outside of combat. 24.
24. Excellent. You see, crouching in the corner, a dark figure. It seems to be watching you, almost trying to figure you out. It doesn't seem to have noticed that you've noticed it. Eska, Ali, please roll perception. I'm assuming you are looking around.
13.
13?
18.
Excellent. With a 13, Eska, you have not seen the creature. However, Ali, you have. It doesn't seem to have noticed that you have noticed it. It's watching what you will do.
I'll share a glance with Ellie, as she seems to also see it. And, I suppose by then I'll just turn towards it directly.
Perfect.
Show yourself.
You turn and peer between Eska and Ali. Show yourself, you say. Roll persuasion or intimidate.
Oh, intimidation all the way. Tone is icy cold, matching outside, and of the times to do that. That is a natural 1. I'd just like to say I have a +10 to intimidation.
Wow. Unfortunately, this creature does not have any fear of you. It begins moving, passing through the table and chairs, and stands directly in front of you. Not a care in the world.
What are you doing?
How can you see me?
And you're standing right there. Don't know what to tell you.
The creature's hands seem to flash between daggers, swords, sharpened claws, tentacles, as though flowing through dreams and visions, as though deciding how best to kill. All you can feel from this thing is pure predatory malice. Yes, it says, "But who are you? How is
Oh
it
my god,
that
why
you
do people keep asking me that question?
turns around, sort of cups Ali's chin in their hand. But how is it that you can see me? None other before have been able to explain your sorcery."
Do I notice it now?
Roll perception.
Yes, we've just been talking to ourselves.
I'm like, I don't know, do I have any sorcery that would be great with the power or anything?
21.
Yeah, you notice it now.
Okay.
Again,
cool.
it seems completely unperturbed by your presence.
Can I feel it?
You
I
can.
Holding my chin.
You can feel it holding your chin.
I will, without like moving any other part other than my arm, grab it and chill touch.
Excellent. Make an attack.
Does a 25 hit?
You connect with the creature. However, suddenly it just turns to white mist and floats a few feet away. Your hand grasping nothing but air with your chill touch. You cannot see its face, for it is just a dark figure, but it turns to you now, Ghast. Oh my god, I said it. Damn it. Damn it.
Oh no!
Damn it, I failed. Yes, I am a Muppet.
I didn't even realize you did that.
Ah.
Doing so well.
Damn it.
Oh.
Well, enjoy your points, you. Eska. 3 hours in, yeah. Eska, you you apparently just grasp nothing but air. How can you interact with me? You can feel it is glaring at you. None before. I am a predator of the dark. I can take life whenever I wish. None stand before me. How is it that you find me, you see me? Who are you?
Who are you?
I am the shadow in the dark. I am the bringer of death. I am the predator in your dreams. I bring the mornings of mourning. I call to you. Should you stand in my way again, I will not hesitate to bring you down.
So have said many before, and we are still here.
It continues to cautiously look upon the three of you, as though hesitant to act, unsure. What would you like to do?
Why this group of people? What do you want with them?
It looks directly at Requin. Is their pain, their suffering, their death not enough for me to want? I have done this since I can remember.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe you won't in a little bit. We will stop you at some point.
If you will not leave me to my prey, then you shall become my prey. I do not know how you are able to see me or how you are able to attempt to stop me, but it will not work. I will drag you into my realm. I will show you the fear that these pitiful wretches have felt. And it points a hand across to the body of Whimsicott pinned to the wall. You shall know death at my hands, and it will not be swift. Prepare yourselves, for it will come soon. And the creature just wafts away in grey smoke. You hear the laugh. As it disappears. Seemingly this time, not open to challenge you, but making threats. Uh-oh. Goblin is here. Welcome, Goblin. Happy birthday.
Yeah, happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday!
Perfect. As you all stand here, eventually, having heard the screams, other characters arrive. Of course, there is Lelia. Of course, there is Georgie.
Why is she always so massive?
It's just because the images are different sizes and they load in funny. Lelia and Georgie. She's actually shorter than Lelia, but not quite by that much. That's a bit better. And unfortunately, I'm going to have to borrow Jack for a second.
Oh, bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
He's there in spirit.
He is indeed.
He's always there.
Yeah, she's here! I mean, oh no, death.
Oh no, death.
Oh no,
Uh,
the cat person died.
This was gonna happen again.
Yeah. Excellent. So, Georgie enters in and looks at Whimsicott pinned to the wall. Turns around and says, "Why is it always you three? This thing seems to have some sort of affinity with you. Why are you always finding it? Why is it... Does it want to be found? I don't understand."
Nonsense. We were just here first.
Love, she says,
Didn't want
turning to
be
Lelia. I think it's really becoming a problem. I mean, I don't want to cause chaos, but... I mean... There's a problem, right? Lelia turns around and takes a deep sigh. Yes, it is my unfortunate duty to inform you all that there have been 6 deaths tonight. All by the hands of this shadowy creature. It seems it wanted to be caught. It seems it is only by you that it was. You have proved your worth, but do not think you are above reproach. We still know not what this creature is.
Excuse me. Apparently we three are the only ones that can see it.
In the corner, Halestra, who is inspecting the black blade that is protruding from Whimsicott, sort of fading in and out of existence, appears. Yes, it seems you three have some connection to the beast. Turns to Lelia. I have no clue what this is. I've seen all manner of dangerous weaponry, dark devices, and obscure curiosities. But even this is beyond my realm of reach. I cannot help you here.
It called itself a bringer of death. Shadows.
Lelia purses her fingers into a little sort of pyramid, as though thinking. Let's look at the facts then, shall we? We have run caravans along this route for the last 12 years. Sure, there have been incidents, murders, people going crazy, running off into the wilderness and dying, or fights that have ended in murder, but nothing like this. That says to me that it is not the land itself, but something we brought with us. Georgie sort of thinks, flipping a knife in the air as though, maybe not noticing she's doing it. Yeah. Love, but that means most of the caravan's up for prime suspects, yeah? I mean, what do we got? 150? 200 people we never met before? Lelia nods in agreement. Yes, it is a rather large pool of people, and we cannot be sure who to trust. Halestra sort of strides past and says, well, I am no help. And do not trust me, I've been known to be vicious in the past. Sort of gives both of them a bit of a look. But I assure you, this sort of murder is beneath me. I'll be back in my caravan. If you find anything else interesting and you'd like me to have a look, I'm more than happy to help. But she looks back at Whimsicott, a slight look of fear maybe in her eyes. I can be of no more help here, so I will leave. And with that she leaves and walks back to her caravan.
You didn't ask her which caravan was hers.
As she walks past, Ali nervously mutters under their breath. She stops and puts her hand gently but firmly on your arm. If you'd like to come visit, please do. Obscurus Amore. Look for the name. And she hands you a small black card with the words Obscurus Amore on the side. Nothing else. She gives you a little bit of a wink and leaves the caravan.
Like, stare at the card like it's shiny. Totally forgot that we're in the middle of a bed.
Totally, yeah. I mean, yep. Requin will turn to both Lilia and Georgie. It said that it had been doing this for years, and that the pain and anguish is its motive.
Well, that sounds mighty rough. I mean, what, killing just for the pleasure of it? I think sounds like a predator to me. Lelia
Certainly gave off that.
Lelia turns towards the party. Says, listen, now you've helped us before, but it doesn't mean I can trust any of you. She points her wand at each of you in turn. But it does mean, whatever the reason, that this beast seems to show itself to you more than others. No one else has seen the thing. It's almost like it wants to be caught, and it wants you to do it. I can't imagine why it's doing what it is, but I'm tasking that you and your compatriots find the creature. But if I find that one of you is causing this stir, rest assured my wrath will be swift. Do I make myself clear?
Understood.
You can try.
I will succeed, Rockling. Now, Know this. I give you permission. I deputize each of you to find this beast, but keep it quiet. We do not want to arouse suspicion or panic within the caravan. We must keep order.
How are we going to explain 6 dead bodies then?
Murder happens all the time. Death happens all the time. We do not want to arouse suspicion. Georgie? Yeah, love, I could put out the word, the bandits attacked again. That always seems to smooth it over. I mean, most people won't even have noticed. Yes, do such. Don't make direct insinuations, but just make sure that people get the general vibe that there was an attack. But everything is well. The guards, pointing to the 3 of you, did their job well defending us.
As for guards, who scouted this place?
These lands are wild. I do not think you understand. Everyone knows the danger that they face when they travel this path. We scout as best we can, but the lands are wild.
And you did not notice a cave near to where we are situated right now?
What cave is that?
I'll poke my head out and I'll be like, it's right, like, show her where it is.
Yeah. And what is in this cave?
Oh, well, now it's dead lava or fire crocodilian of some description. You're welcome.
Well, then it sounds as though the guards have done their scouting well. She looks knowingly at each of you, lowering her glasses down her nose a little bit, every bit like a librarian. In any case, investigate. Report back with anything you find. If you need resources, come to see me. But we must keep this quiet and avoid suspicion. If this beast thinks we are onto it, or if panic ensues in a caravan this far north, we all will die. We need the safety in numbers. We need it. Do not let this fear spread. Find the source. Bring it to justice if you can. Are we clear?
Yes.
Good. Georgie, can you see to dispersal of the wares for those who are killed? There's no point in leaving it. See if there's anything useful, disperse it amongst the caravans, and we move on in the morning. Yeah, right, love. I'll see to it now, says Georgie, pocketing the dagger, and they both leave the caravan. Maybe, if I can find them. So,
I reckon both of Eska and Ali sort of contemplating over why this is happening and why with these specific 2 people. As she does so, sort of straightens her attire a bit and will sort of give a nod to each of them.
Still looking at the card.
I'll walk over to where the cat person is and just pull the knife out aggressively so he slumps to the floor.
Yep. Whereas Georgie, Lalia, and Halestra could not remove or even seem to touch the knife, you pull it out and it disappears, seeming to drop into non-existence out of your hand.
What do we all have in common?
What was that?
That no one else has in common.
Someone else have...
Like, why us?
Why else that?
I'm a thief. You're a scary skeleton rising person, and you also do. What do we have in common? Why us?
Well, I've always been able to see the dead, but I don't know if this one's true dead.
perhaps exists in a different plane of existence. Do not know. But that is our job to find out, right?
What do you mean plain? I've not heard this.
Oh,
Hmm.
well. It seemed to talk a lot about dreams. And, Ali, you have had disturbing thoughts recently, right?
Yeah. I won't deny that.
In fact, all of you and your compatriots have had disturbing dreams, have seen disturbing things in your meditations and sleep, and feel that something is watching you around corners and in the corners in the shadows of rooms. It's something you've dismissed, but it's been getting stronger and stronger the longer you travel with the caravan.
We think death might have something to do with it. He warned us, did he not? That only us.
He did, but he doesn't take lives. He only shepherds the souls to the afterlife.
I'm saying death has something to do with it. Rather, maybe death chose us. Stop it.
Perhaps you have been marked by death himself to hunt this thing, which perverts the nature of natural death. In any case, your musings continue long into the night when you return to your caravan. A funeral is held for the 6 who perished in the bandit attack of the night before, but you 3 know the truth. Some goods are dispersed amongst the surviving caravan members. Would you each like to roll percentage?
$59.
59.
Yeah.
Excellent. So, as you are poring over the effects from Whimsicott's caravan, Eska, you see a small bag. It appears to have 2 coins inside. As you pull them out, you definitely can tell they're magical. As you pull them out, the first coin appears to be made of stone. It is a wheel of omens. At the start of each adventure, you can consult the calendar, roll a 1d20. If you get 19 or 20, you can see a potential future in the wheel, and one roll that game you may roll at either advantage or disadvantage for whichever roller is making it.
Nice.
So choose any roll that you, a companion, or an enemy makes, and it will be at either advantage or disadvantage, your choice.
So that's once per day.
Once per adventure, yeah. You have to roll a 19 or 20 to see the potential future. The other one, the same size, but painted in red, perhaps in blood, is a wheel of sacrifice. Again, once per day. When you strike a killing blow against a creature, you can roll a 1d20, and you gain that many temporary hit points.
Nice. That couples with my gain health on kill as well.
Yeah,
Yeah. Nice.
perfect. Requin, did you roll?
Yep. And I got, funnily enough, something that I've got before. 23.
23. Perfect.
Yeah.
23. Scrolling. Excellent. Again, you find a magical item in Whimsicott's caravan. Very useful. Very, very useful item. It is an all-seeing eye. You can channel your sight through this eye instead of your own, but you cannot take any other actions while doing so. Perfect for
Oh, wow.
spying and subterfuge. Leave the eye anywhere and you can see through it as long as you channel your sight.
Oh,
Fun.
that's heckin' cool.
Yeah. Now I just have a crystallized, terrifying eye. That's fun.
Yeah. Just put it in
Yeah.
Jack's jack-o'-lantern skull. powering up the skeleton jack-o'-lantern. Ali, did you roll percentage?
Yeah, I got 15.
Only 15.
Yeah.
That's okay. That is just the sort of nonsense that Whimsicott would have had in his caravan, which I love. It is an amphibicoat.
Oh god, why do I keep getting frog items?
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
What was the other frog item you got?
It's great.
And the frog horn.
The frog what? Oh, the
Horn?
frog horn. That's right. Yeah, I remember.
Sure.
The coat seems to be decorative, but when you wear it, you can jump twice your normal jump distance and swim at your walking speed with perfect maneuverability.
That's it.
After all the rest of Whimsicott's strange wares were either distributed, destroyed, or accidentally blown up, and the rest of the caravan finished the brief mourning period and burying the bodies, the caravan lumbers on, further into the mountains, now deep into the mountain pass, past where trees grow. Now it is just rocks and ice and snow. The most dangerous part of your journey lies ahead. And you worry that this is when the Dreamhunter will strike when you least expect it. Well played, team.
Yeah.
Yay! We succeeded.
Yeah, we did well.
We did indeed.
And we only let 6 people die. Woo.
Yeah. Yay! But only one of them you knew.
Yeah, so
Well, we're not, Eski's not really sad about the cat. Definitely.
yeah, not exactly. Yeah.
No, look.
He's kind of like, ha.
Wow.
Random people dying always scares me.
Yeah.
You could have accidentally killed Halestra. Then everyone would have
I know, I was terrified about that.
quit.
To go meet us.
Everyone was scared. Yeah.
Just
I know
before
where
everyone
we're
goes
going.
into the moonbeam fit.
Yes, you must share that business card with me. We will go together.
Show up in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Just like-
I imagine.
I mean, bitch is a drow, right? So she
Exactly.
meditate. They only need 4 hours to meditate. And they like the dark, not the sun.
True.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
I feel like when we'll be certainly more, what do you call it? Acquainted with you two now? Especially considering we can only see the shadow.
Yeah.
Congratulations. I guess.
You can see them.
Much congratulations.
Oh, well, welcome to my world.
But yeah, we'll probably finish up. We'll have some fun, but we should definitely raid someone. Go and hang out. This person's called Alistair Reed. Alistair Red, maybe? They looks like they're playing some D&D with friends as well, just like us, which is super cute. So we should definitely go and check it out. So we're gonna raid them. Do you have anything you'd like to say to? Oh God, I think I've frozen.
Oh,
I think I have frozen my Twitch. Sure have. Let me go back in. just my streamer dashboard. My Twitch is fine. Let's go back to the dashboard and let's try that again. There we go. That's better.
yay!
Okay. Alright, let's go raid. If you have anything to say it now, because we're going to raid across in a second. Thank you so much for playing. This was really, really good.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Thank you for DMing.
As always, very fun. Yeah, I like the most interesting part for me is I don't normally have this many NPCs in my games, so this has been something that I'm enjoying, is having more NPCs and getting to know and love them a little bit when they don't immediately die. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the little ratty one that's trying to rip us off dies, we're all gleeful.
yeah,
Speak for yourself.
that's true. Okay. Well, let's raid across. Thank you very much, chat. Love you all, and I'll see you three very soon, and we'll play in the next episode. I am editing these, so they will be on YouTube eventually, but I have a lot of editing backlog at the moment, so it's taking a lot of time. But yeah, bye team. Bye. Let's stop streaming. There's the controls.